Check. Check one, check, check. Check one, check.
Check, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
Sam, how you hearing us down there? Are you able to hear us?
Got you loud and clear.
Oh, baby, you're coming in good now. Where are you?
I'm 25-yard line near
Oh,
side.
there he is.
Oh, you're on the near side?
Yeah,
Yes,
right
sir.
there. Awesome.
Hey, we were talking, and I haven't mentioned it to Coach Huff yet, but at the end of the game, if you can catch him right after he comes through the handshake line and just like one question, like, what are your thoughts on the win or the loss or your performance or whatever, because then we won't be waiting on him to finish and not know how long he's going to go with the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might run that by him first, though. We were going to do that, but we have run out of time.
We were talking about the postgame show. We've been talking about the postgame show for like 4 years. And we were like, the beginning of it is always like, has a life of its own because we have no idea. The school songs have to play, then he talks, and it's like 10 minutes, 12 minutes of like just trying to stuff information in there. Then we would at least be in control of it. If you can, it's no big deal.
I will definitely try. I'll give you that.
If you don't,
Yeah.
we'll keep going.
Yeah,
I'm
it's not
definitely going to try. I talked to him already just to chit-chat a little bit.
It's definitely not the end of the world if it doesn't happen, trust me. Worse than that has happened on this broadcast.
Yeah, like, you remember that time we rocked Rocky?
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you that story later, Sam. I can't tell you.
We're not on the air yet.
Well, still, I don't have enough time. What time is it?
You know what? I think we may be on the air.
6:30, straight
do
up
it.
and down.
Hit the intro.
Let's do it. Let me get started this encoder here.
The new intro we got coming up. I haven't even heard it yet.
On the Decatur Sports Network, it's time for Eagles football.
Our commercial
Eagles
is playing.
football is on the air. Today's game is presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Also,
You getting nothing?
Also by Wise Family. Also
kids are
by
playing over there.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care, SRPT and Top Tier Performance, Wise Gutter Solutions, Cobb Rental, First National Bank Mortgage, S&J Pharmacy. Also by Bison Creek Homes, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Hawkins Funeral Home, Kernut and Hafer, and by Grace Fellowship Church. This is the Total Plumbing Solutions pregame show.
We live?
We're live.
Good evening, everybody. Pat Wadlington, Charlie Tibbles, and Sam Alanis down on the field for tonight's ball game, week number 2 of your Decatur Eagle Stadium. Tonight we're at Memorial Stadium in Wichita Falls, playing on Joe Golding Field. It'll be the Eagles versus the Wichita Falls Rider Raiders. Decatur comes in 0-1, and Rider comes in 1-0. Decatur dropping its opening game 37-30 to Anna last week, and Wichita Falls Rider defeating Wichita Falls High here at this very stadium, 41-13 last week. But we've got plenty coming up on your Total Plumbing Solutions pregame show. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the weather report, starting lineups, and commentary about the upcoming ball game right after this.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Injuries happen.
Here we are with our pregame interview with head football coach Steve Huff, coming off of opening weekend loss or opening game loss last week to the Coyotes. Now heading into week 2 here in Wichita Falls against the Rider Raiders. Because let's talk a little bit first about the opening game. It seemed like it was kind of the way the opening game of a season can be at times with some mistakes and such. So just talk about what you tell the boys after the ball game.
Well, number one thing, I thought effort was great. I thought the kids played hard. I thought our conditioning was spot on. That's one thing you always worry about early in the year, especially as hot as it was. But I thought we were. It was the first games at all that Nate's Palmer's played in, taking reps. And I thought he held up well, but at the same time, effort was good. Execution at times was just not even close to where it needs to be. And I think that's one thing that you talk about. You put the two together, you got a pretty good ball game. But I think we kept ourselves behind the chains on offense at times. When you look up, you start the season off with a 15-yard penalty. I was hoping that wasn't an omen of the night, but. At the same time, again, I told the kids, you played hard. Let's clean things up and let's get things right and start making better decisions. And so, went to work on that this week.
So other than effort, and I was at the game, I did see the effort as well. But what were some positive things that you took out of it, either on, I guess, a little bit on both sides of the ball?
Well, I think as the night kind of went on, I thought we got in a little bit better rhythm on offense. It sure makes a lot of difference when you don't have the silly penalties where you put yourself in 1st and 15 and like 2nd and 25. And when we stayed ahead of the chains, I thought the kids executed pretty well. And defensively, I thought we ran well. They've got really good speed, and that's what this preseason is for. We're going to see a lot of speed this preseason, and you kind of at times can get a little exposed and see some things we need to do better. But obviously, we missed some big open field tackles the other night. So defensive coaches all went to work on that this week. But again, I liked the effort, and I think on both sides of the ball, there's some things we did really, really well. One thing I was disappointed in a little bit. They have a really good kicker, and I thought we shot ourselves in the foot twice on kickoff return. I think we were inside the 10 2 different times, and that's not us at all. We were missing blocks and running by people. So again, that's something in this early in the season that we iron all that stuff out, get the correct personnel, get the kids coached up a little bit better, and we'll do that.
Well, and we were talking a little bit before we started the interview about as hot as it was. There really was only maybe 1 or 2 instances of cramping and things, and I guess that goes back to conditioning. But we came out of the ball game, as far as I know, pretty much injury free.
Yeah, I think there was some bumps and bruises like normal, a couple of things here and there, but I think cramping was to a minimum. As much time as we spend teaching and talking and preaching to the kids about hydration, hopefully they're listening to it. And we, again during the preseason time, we practice outside a lot, and so I think that helps too. And again, I think the kids' mindset was right. They knew it was going to be hot, so it was time to go.
Well, I think the broadcast team probably had more cramps than the team on the field. So Charlie caught one and I caught one. So yeah, it was hot. It was hot all around. But this week we've got Rider Raiders. We played them last year. They're a classification above us, and played them here last year, week 2, and played them really, really hard. Here we are with our pregame interview with head football coach Steve Huff, coming off of opening weekend loss or opening game loss last week to the Coyotes. Now heading into week 2 here in Wichita Falls against kind of the way the opening game of a season can be at times with some mistakes and such. So just talk about what you tell the boys after the ball game.
Well, number one thing, I thought effort was great. I thought the kids played hard. I thought our conditioning was spot on. That's one thing you always worry about early in the year, especially as hot as it was. But I thought we were. It was the first games at all that Nate's Palmer's played in, taking reps. And I thought he held up well, but at the same time, effort was good. Execution at times was just not even close to where it needs to be. And I think that's one thing that you talk about. You put the two together, you got a pretty good ball game. But I think we kept ourselves behind the chains on offense at times. When you look up, you start the season off with a 15-yard penalty. I was hoping that wasn't an omen of the night, but. At the same time, again, I told the kids, you played hard. Let's clean things up and let's get things right and start making better decisions. And so, went to work on that this week.
So other than effort, and I was at the game, I did see the effort as well. But what were some positive things that you took out of it, either on, I guess, a little bit on both sides of the ball?
Well, I think as a night kind of went on, I thought we got in a little bit better rhythm on offense. It sure makes a lot of difference when you don't have the silly penalties where you put yourself in 1st and 15 and like 2nd and 25. And when we stayed ahead of the chains, I thought the kids executed pretty well. And defensively, I thought we ran well. They've got really good speed, and that's what this preseason is for. We're going to see a lot of speed this preseason, and you kind of at times can get a little exposed. And see some things we need to do better. But obviously we missed some big open field tackles the other night. So defensive coaches all went to work on that this week. But again, I liked the effort. And I think on both sides of the ball, there's some things we did really, really well. One thing I was disappointed in a little bit, they have a really good kicker. And I thought we shot ourselves in the foot twice on kickoff return. I think we were inside the 10 2 different times, and that's not us at all. We were missing blocks and running by people. So again, that's something in this early in the season that we iron all that stuff out, get the correct personnel, get the kids coached up a little bit better, and we'll do that.
Well, and we were talking a little bit before we started the interview about as hot as it was, there really was only maybe 1 or 2 instances of cramping and things, and I guess that goes back to conditioning. But we came out of the ball game, as far as I know, pretty much injury free.
Yeah, I think there was some bumps and bruises like normal, a couple of things here and there, but I think cramping was to a minimum. As much time as we spend teaching and talking and preaching to the kids about hydration, hopefully they're listening to it. And we, again during the preseason time, we practice outside a lot, and so I think that helps too. And again, I think the kids' mindset was right. They knew it was going to be hot, so it was time to go.
Well, I think the broadcast team probably had more cramps than the team on the field. So Charlie caught one and I caught one, so yeah, it was hot. It was hot all around. But this week we've got Rider Raiders. We played them last year. They're a classification above us, and played them here last year, week 2, and played them really, really hard. A game that we probably should have won and could have won. But now we go up there. We'll be up in Wichita Falls. What do you know about what they're bringing Friday night?
Well, when you watch video of last year's game, and you're right, we were in a situation last year we didn't close the game out. We put the video on this year and scouting them. It looks like the same kids. I mean, I think the majority of them are back. But they're very well coached. Number one thing, they do a great job. They've got a good staff. Coach Bendel, I've been there for a while. And he's been through it a bunch. So when I look at them though. Very big, very fast, very physical group. And again, I think it's one of those games to look at exactly what we need to see. We need to see a team like Rider this time of the year. They're going to bring 2 big old running backs in there, big offensive line. Defensively, they run well. Their defensive ends look like they should be playing on Saturday right now. So it's one of those games you go into going like, this is a really, really good test for our kids. It's a good challenge for us. Playing a division up it is what it is. I think the kids don't bat an eye at that, but at the same time, I think it gives us an opportunity to go out and say let's go full go, see where we're at in this ball game, because they had a really big game last year, and they had a really big game the last year, the week before us. So looking at them on video, they're as advertised. They're a really good football team.
So last year the season was. Your inaugural season here in Decatur, we started off 0-3, and a lot of the kids that were on that team experienced that, and then they experienced overcoming it. Started off 0-1. Nobody wants to lose the opening game, don't want to lose any games, but how have they responded this week to
dropping a game that they wanted to win, I'm sure, opening week and getting ready in preparation for Friday.
I've not seen any drop in the kids at all this week. Nobody's chin's dragging, anything. I think they, a bunch of them went through it last year and understood that, you're playing good football teams this early in the year. Again, you don't want to lose. No, we're not in this to lose ball games and feel self-pity about it. We want to win and get better at the same time. Well, we lost. Hopefully we got better this week. But again, you look at it, where we're at right now compared to where we were at last year. No knock against the kids last year at all. We're so much further ahead right now and still have nothing to show for it. So, when you're moving forward and you feel like you're doing things right and the kids are doing things right, it is tough not to get a reward to show it. But that's why we played on Friday night, and that's why we'll tee it up again this Friday night. We got to go out and get busy.
Well, before I let you go, I want to talk to you about one thing. Last week in our interview, we spent quite a bit of time talking about Greg McDonald, our kicker. And it seemed like from what I saw Friday night in Anna, he did a fantastic job. What do you have to say about him?
Well, Greg's funny. I think the one thing that I think after Greg was able to breathe on Friday night when he let go finally, he was fine. I mean, he was pretty tense there early, but been a while since he's been out on the field, and then he was able to kind of cut loose, and I think got him got some oxygen in his body, and he was able to go. But he's got a really, really live leg, and I think I really look for good things for him this year as we progress down the season.
Well, Coach, as always, I appreciate your time, and best of luck here in a few minutes against the Raiders.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're listening to the Total Plumbing Solutions pregame show. There's more to come after this quick break. We'll have the weather and field condition report from Sam Alanis, starting lineups, the look around Wise County, and we'll be right back with more of the pregame show after this.
You want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
The law firm.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Pat Wadlington here along with Charlie Tibbles and Sam Alanis here in Wichita Falls in your Total Plumbing Solutions pregame show. We're going to go down onto the field and talk to Sam Alanis right now and get a little weather conditions and field report. I see you, Sam, standing in the shade. Is there a reason for that?
I tell you what, it's about 15 degrees cooler than whatever the thermometer says when you're in the shade. I can guarantee you that. There's a nice breeze blowing through from the south end zone. These big stands here at Memorial Stadium kind of causes a pretty good tunnel. So out here you're going to see coaches when they win the flip, when they win the toss, they're definitely going to be picking for the wind conditions for sure.
Well, I'm looking here on my phone. I don't know how scientific this is, but it says it feels like 98. And as hot as it is down there right now, I can promise you it feels better than it did last week, huh?
Absolutely. So here's the deal. I think that we've been living in 111 degrees for so long that 98 feels like an oasis.
Put a jacket on, man.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Sam. We'll be coming to Sam all night long with our calls to the sideline brought to you by Texas Custom Trailers. Look around Wise County. Are you ready? Charlie T?
I will.
You got to boot up your phone?
I got it booted up, and I'm looking at the worst app ever created in Texas.
The weather. Look, I got to go back here. The weather and field conditions report was brought to us by Heritage Vet Clinic. I failed to say that. And the Look Around Wise County report here in the pregame show brought to you by Goosehead Insurance.
Well, Goosehead Insurance brings you this report. So, the Alvord Bulldogs played are at home, playing Valley View. That game starts at 7. And, of course, your Decatur Eagles playing here in Wichita Falls. The Wichita Falls Rider Raiders for the last time. The Northwest Texans are playing McKinney North up in McKinney. That game starts at 7. Bridgeport Bulls playing the Bowie Jackrabbits in Bowie. And that Bowie's got a nice stadium up there. I like their stadium. One of the few East-West stadiums.
That's true.
And the Jacksboro Tigers are at Boyd tonight. That game starts at 7:30. They're at Yellow Jacket Stadium. And then finally the Chico Dragons are playing in Trenton. That is at a 7:30 start. And Victory is off this week.
Yeah, I think they had a game scheduled, and I don't know. I can't remember who it was. My man Steve Neely was telling me about it, and his son Dries plays for Victory. And the team just said no. We're not going to play. So
Okay.
I'll see if I can text him and get some more information on that. But you are listening to the Total Plumbing Solutions pregame show on Decatur Sports Network. We'll take one more break here. When we come back, we'll go through your starting lineups for the Eagles, and we'll have your coin toss here. We're under 10 minutes before kickoff. We'll be right back after this.
Of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Hey everybody, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. We're on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Chase Chapman's the best in the business. Let's go check him out. Where is he? This truck. Chase! What are you doing? Hey! Are you sleeping? No. You look like you were sleeping in there.
No, I come to check on the guys over here, man.
No, you were sleeping. I'm so tired of this, dude. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to make these commercials. It's hard every time. I'm done. I don't think I can do another one.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Pat Wadlington, Charlie Tibbles, and Sam Alanis on the Decatur Sports Network. We are ready for the John Chesney Custom Homes coin toss.
Now, we do need to mention that we're sans Tony Mooney tonight.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you've got me doing
That's not unfortunately.
The production and color commentary, so this might be a little wheels off tonight. And I don't think I'm going to try to keep the time for y'all tonight because I don't know that I can watch the game and the time and the down and the distance and run the commercials.
I'll try to be extra diligent about the clock and the down and distance.
And all that stuff.
Captains for Decatur, number 7, Nate Palmer, number 9, Jed Ross, number 11, Cade Brazil, and number 14, Antoine Gilbreth. For the Raiders, I've got number 2, Tyrone Morgan, number 52, Gideon Perez, number 33, Benjamin Bartley, senior wide receiver, and number 22. I don't have him on my roster, of course. We've got some sort of...
Well, there's a new roster up here. Let's see.
Somebody give us one?
Yeah, 22 for Tanner Pirot. P-O-I-R-O-T, if you're keeping score at home.
22 is who?
Tanner. Is it Poirot? Poirot. P-O-I-R-O-T.
Where is Tony?
French.
Where is Tony when we need him for these pronunciations?
Poirot. Anyway, here's you an updated roster if you need it.
Thank you very much there, Charlie T. And I keep thinking they're going to have this coin toss here. John Chesdick bringing it to us. And there's some sort of announcement going on here. And the captains have – now we're going to the middle of the field. And there's a whole lot of people going out there. Yeah, I guess while we do this, I might be able to go over the starting lineups brought to you by Black Creek Farms. I don't know if they're going to do the coin toss or they're going to introduce these folks first. It looks like they are going to do the coin toss.
We need to get Sam out there next time to listen to the strap shirt.
Yeah, we're just going to have to interpret things. There is I don't know if I've ever seen a coin toss with a spectator section. The captains are on the 50. And now they're going to bring somebody forward, I guess, to flip the coin.
Here, let's see if I can pick them up with the ambient mic.
That's way too far.
Nope. Well, I thought the referee would have his mic on.
There's your flip. Looks like Decatur won the toss. We did. We will defer. So Decatur's going to defer, and they're going to move the captains around, and it looks like –
what in the world?
It looks like Ryder will field the opening kick in the north end zone. Decatur will kick it from the south end zone. Real quick, Charlie, let's go through the Black Creek Farm starting lineups for the Eagles. Then we'll take a quick break and be back for your kickoff. At quarterback, Jed Ross. Nate Palmer at tailback. Antoine Gilbert at receiver, along with Landon Feltz, Luke White, Cooper Statsny along the line. We've got Kalen Wicker, J.J. Donahue, Connor Skelly, Shane Elisegwe, I hope that's right, Ryan Jimenez, and our kicker and punter Greg McDonald. Defensively for the Eagles, across the defensive front, Keegan Hatchell, Caden Barnes, Ethan Talley. Our linebackers outside, striker Redwine and Lane Heston. Inside, Michael Trammell and Wyatt Vinzant. Free safety, Cade Brazil. Strong safety, Nathan McCrory. Your corners are Rylan Cavazos and Antoine Gilbert. Let's take a quick break.
Well, real quick, before we take a quick break, just so you know, Wyatt Vinzant, we refer to the Vendozer, that's Wyatt Vinzant, so he gets his name said at least sometime tonight.
All right. We'll be back with your Parker Properties kickoff right after this.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice. Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40 plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
The law firm of Kernow.
That's all right. Here we go. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. It's Decatur Eagle football presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation as we get ready for your Parker Properties kickoff to start the first quarter. First quarter brought to you tonight by Rosenbaum Dental. That was a little extended commercial break there for us because they slipped the national anthem in on us, and they had a ROTC crew here for Ryder, and took a little bit longer than usual, but we are ready for some football. If you're just listening to us on the internet without our live stream, Eagles looking snazzy tonight. They got blue pants on with white stripes, all have blue spat on the bottom, white jerseys with blue number, Decatur across the front, white helmets, white face masks, and your Blue D logo on each side. Raiders also looking snazzy, white pants with a white stripe down the side and black stripes on the outside, black jerseys and gold numbers. Charlie, I like both of these uniforms because they're easy for the broadcasters to see the numbers.
No doubt, man. Remember the worst ones are like somebody had like black jerseys with a red numbers or something?
Dark gray. It's just awful. But Greg McDonald lining up, ball placed at middle of the field on the 40-yard line. The left-footed kicker, senior, ready to start us off, and we are underway. It's a deep kick, high. It's going to be fielded at the 7-yard line, brought out across the 15, here around the near side. Hesitation across the 20, across the 25, now across the 30 and the 40. And the runner's going to finally be brought down all the way out to the 48-yard line of Ryder. That was number 2, Tyrone Morgan, and we expect to call his name several times tonight. But great field position for the Raiders as they start the opening possession here tonight. You know, Charlie, last year, of the first 3 games that Decatur lost of the season, 3 difficult games, they probably should have won this one. Everybody says they could have. They definitely could have. Lost it in overtime, 30-24.
Was that the game? No, I'm thinking of the Old High game, which was a controversial catch down there in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, they'll hand it off up the middle. Short gain. They'll go into Decatur territory all the way down to the 47, across the Renshaw Drug 50, and into Eagle territory to start this one off. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders.
That's really good penetration by Michael Trammell to kind of close the gap there. Still ended up with 4 yards, but Trammell did a good job making first contact there.
Joe Castle's the quarterback, sophomore for the Raiders. He's 6'6", big kid. In a pistol formation on 2nd and 6, 3 receivers wide right. Snap is back. Play fake. Castle's going to throw it. Now he tucks it and flushes out to the near side. He'll throw it to the near sideline. It's going to be out of bounds and incomplete. Nathan McCrory there on the coverage. 3rd down and 6 on your James Wood scoreboard. As we're just underway with 11:05 left here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. Castle looks to the sideline for a play call, gets signals from 3 different folks on the sideline. Now he talks to his offensive line, and on 3rd down and 6, pistol formation, 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. There's your snap. Castle looks to throw it deep down the near side. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tyrone Morgan, and it was just a little bit over his head, and it looks like that the Raiders are going to send out the punting unit.
Kay Brazil did an excellent job on the coverage. He was right there. I don't think that ball would have been a difficult completion, even if it was thrown on target.
So back to punt for the Raiders is number 0, Kenzie Johnson. He's a running back. I believe he is their starting running back, along with Tyrone Morgan. They switch out, so you know, watch him there. And Landon Feltz back to receive it. Johnson will punt it. It's going to be high but short. It's going to bounce at the Decatur 27 straight up in the air. Now a little Decatur roll all the way to the 30, and that's where the Eagles will start their opening possession here in the first period. No score with 10:50 to go.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the offense this week. Hopefully they've worked on the line just a little bit with their protection packages, so they can open up a little more room for Gilbreth, Pat.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, these uniforms in the language of my son who's in college, they look clean.
They do look clean.
On 1st down, they'll throw a short pass to Palmer on the near side. He's around the corner. He's got a 1st down. Nate pushed out of bounds at the Decatur 47, gain of 15 to start this one off. Just a little swing pass to number 7. He was able to get the edge.
You know what you're seeing down here on Rider Raiders, man? They got some linebackers with neck rolls, man.
It's been a while since I've seen that.
That is old school.
Like those Zach Thomas.
Tight bunch formation to the right side on 1st and 10. There's a snap. It's a pitch to Palmer again around the near side. He stood up just across the 50-yard line. Well, they'll mark him at the 48, but once he got hit, he went nowhere but backwards. But it is gain of 5, and Decatur across the 50-yard line into Rider territory.
It's a good job by number 2 for the Rider Raiders to shucking his block out there and making a good tackle.
2 receivers wide to each side. One is Palmer standing right behind Gilbreth on 2nd and 5. They throw it to Palmer. He catches it. It's complete, and he breaks some tackles inside the 35-yard line down to the 33. And we run 4 plays. They've all been to Nate so far.
Well, you got to well, you got him on the field. You might as well use him.
I was talking to Marty McBride, the announcer for the Raiders, and he asked me about our team, and I said, we go on offense as Nate goes. So 1st and 10, Decatur moving the football on their opening drive here in the first quarter. Palmer will come in motion. Now they'll hand it to Graham. He cuts it up the middle. He's inside the 25, inside the 20. Abram Graham getting involved here all the way down to the Raider 18-yard line and inside the Case IH red zone.
I like the way he runs the ball.
Yeah, he planted his foot and went straight. On 1st and 10, they'll hand it to him again. This time he stood up near the line of scrimmage, a short gain, maybe 1 yard.
Generally, as a game gets started, you kind of stick to a script right there at the beginning, so you kind of get a feel for what the defense, how they react to different formations and different motions and stuff like that.
Well, this script is a good one so far. 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the Raider 18-yard line. Stastny comes in motion. Ross is going to roll to his right, throws it complete to Feltz, works his way down to the 10, close to the 9, near the line to gain, I guess, was about the 9-yard line, 8-yard line. He's short by a little bit. That'll bring up 3rd down and what do they call it on the scoreboard here? Looks like 3rd and 2. Two-back set for Ross in a shotgun. Snap is back. Handoff Graham. Eludes one defender, but not two. Met at the line of scrimmage and dropped back, and it's going to be maybe a loss of one. It's going to bring up 4th. Well, they're going to mark it right back at the 10, so no gain, 4th and 2.
They missed a crucial mask right there. Face.
There was a face mask out. You broke up a little bit.
Yeah, they missed one right there.
Looks like they're going to go for it here.
Yeah,
Pat.
Eagles going to leave the offense on the field. Receivers to the left side, Gilbreth and Feltz. Palmer in the backfield with Ross. Stastny is a wing to the right side, and Luke White is alone to the far side, split to the right side. Now Stastny comes in motion. It's going to be Ross keeping it himself. I think he's got the line to gain, not by much, but maybe a yard.
Yeah, the line, the near side linesman is pointing 1st down.
Yeah, it was. He got it by at least a yard. So it's 1st and goal, Decatur from the 7. Eagles without a huddle, 3 receivers wide to the right side. Gilbreth alone to the left. Pass is complete to Palmer in the flats on the near side. He makes 2 defenders miss, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Nice little jump cut by Nate. He broke some ankles before he got in that end zone.
He did. That was a nice catch and run by him. Wait to make a nice move there. Score touchdown. 6 points.
That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply, and Greg McDonald in here for the Discount Tire, or Decatur Tire, extra point. I'll have to say it multiple times for that mistake. It is good, and with 7:43 to go here in the Rosenbaum Dental first period, Decatur takes an early lead, 7-0. We'll be right back.
And Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernut and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Hey everybody, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. We're on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Chase Chapman's the best in the business. Let's go check him out. Where is he? This truck. Chase! What are you doing?
Hey!
Are you sleeping?
No.
You look like you were sleeping in there.
No, I come to check on the guys over here, man.
No, you were sleeping. I'm so tired of this, dude. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to make these commercials. It's hard every time. I'm done. I don't think I can do another one.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. That scoring summary after that Decatur touchdown brought to you by Teresa Mater State Farm. 70 yards in a minute 22, 9 plays. It ended on a Nate Palmer 7-yard pass reception for a touchdown as the Eagles kick it off, and McDonald's it's going to be out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. I feel like I've missed a sponsor in there somewhere of that flurry.
Oh, you probably did. I'm having a hard time making sure I get all the buttons pushed to you.
7:43 to go here in your first period. And Ryder will start. Ball marked on the left hash at their own 30-yard line. Great opening possessions defensively and offensively for the Eagles right there.
Looks good so far.
Pistol formation for the Raiders. 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. There's your snap. They'll hand it off to Morgan. He cuts up the middle, and he's into the secondary, and he's free. He's out near midfield, breaks a tackle at the 50, and brought down at the Decatur 49. Is that number 0 or number 2?
Well, I was looking at the...
Oh, that was Kenzie Johnson.
I was looking
number
at
0.
Redwan had a run at him.
He is a load.
Yeah, and I think Antoine felt every bit of it.
Yeah, so did Striker Redwan. He pretty much ran over Striker.
He's asking to come out. He did take a helmet to the stomach, but
They're
he's
not-
sticking
they're-
there.
they're not
He's
letting
sticking
him.
with him. No.
So 1st and 10 Raiders. Castle in a shotgun, takes the snap. He'll hand it to Johnson again. He's through the line of scrimmage, but a short gain this time down to the Decatur 46. Again, if you're just joining us, 7 minutes and counting here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period, and your score 7-0 Decatur on your James Wood scoreboard. Pistol formation again for the Raiders. Castle takes the snap. He'll hand it off again up the middle. This time it's number 11, Elijah Jackson. He's got a Raider first down inside the Decatur 40 down to the 38.
Riders' offensive line doing a really good job pushing the defensive line back about 3 yards. Linebackers got a chore for them tonight. Big old boys down there.
Yeah, they do have a lot of size. 1st and 10. It's a play fake and a pass on the far side. It's complete but short. Pushed out of bounds there by Cade Brazil. That was complete to Cohen Maroney, senior wide receiver.
It's a nice block out there by number 13 for the Raiders on Gilbreth to spring that outside or free that outside up.
After that gain of 4, it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders. Now driving. This drive started at their own 30 after Decatur touchdown on Decatur's opening possession. They'll hand it off to Morgan. He's met there by some of the Decatur linebackers just across the line of scrimmage. Helmet comes off, short gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
That was Michael Trammell making penetration, get that first contact, bringing up this 3rd down.
So big play here for the Decatur defense. If they can get a stop, another turnover on downs. I guess if they're very close, they'd probably go for it. But as Antoine and Cavazos flip sides. 3 receivers wide here to the near side. Decatur showing blitz. There's your snap. It's a handoff to Morgan. Works his way across the line of scrimmage. Short of the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 31. That's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
That tight end definitely looked like they got off a little early, but
a little movement that wasn't called.
Was not called, but that's okay.
Fourth down and about 3.
Pistol formation. Looks like Johnson in the backfield. Decatur jumps. They snap it. Flags fly. Castle's going to go down the sideline incomplete, but it looked like several of the Eagle players jumped. We'll see if there was motion first, but I think this is going to be on the defense.
I think it is too, Pat.
Yep, there's your signal.
Yep.
That hurts. Keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, actually, a couple of Eagles jumped pretty early.
Yeah, Castle must have gone with a hard count that drew some people off. But they'll enforce the penalty and spot the ball 1st and 10. Raiders at the Eagle 26. Eagle fans across the way finally getting into a little shade over there, Charlie. About 3/4 of the Eagle fans still in the sun. But if I was one of them, I think I'd move down a few rows.
That's right. You can get right in where this press box is.
That's
press
right.
Box is down there.
On 1st and 10, Castle looks to throw it, looks over the middle, now rolls to his right, throws it complete. Inside the 20, inside the 15, all the way down to the 11. Complete again to Cohen Maroney. The little rollout and drag route from the far side.
Yeah, and he didn't have an Eagle within 7 yards of him when he caught that ball.
Easy pitch and catch. Tanner Meyer coming in at nose tackle for the Eagles. Caden Barnes will take a break. Raiders break a huddle this time. 2 receivers split left, 1 to the right. And it's Morgan in the backfield in a pistol. They'll hand it to Morgan up the middle, through the line of scrimmage, across the 10-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 7. Looks like a gain of 5. Been a nice drive in response to Decatur's touchdown by Ryder. Mixture, quite a bit of running and a little bit of passing. Good mix. See if the Eagle defense can stiffen here and hold them to a field goal. Second down and 6 on your James Wood scoreboard. Pistol formation. There's your snap. They'll hand it to Morgan again. He's across the 5. He's into the end zone, but I do see a yellow flag in the backfield. Could be a hold here.
I think it is. The referee's not giving the touchdown signal. He's the one that threw the flag.
That's your white hat.
Looks like he's about to call a hold on the Ryder Raiders. Going to back them up 10, Pat.
We'll take it. After last week when we got our share of those.
We'll be glad to turn the tables a little bit on the penalties.
So after the enforcement of the penalty, it'll be second down and looks like 15.
There's a lot of human on that offensive line.
Well, number 72 is Cape Johnson. He's a senior, 6'4", 280. There's your snap. They'll hand it off to Johnson, breaks through the line of scrimmage, knocks his own man down.
Yeah, he runs into number 55 there.
He might have still been going if his own guy wouldn't have been in the way.
I mean, if you had a little bit of speed, you knocked that guy down. I mean, just knocked him flat down.
Gain of 4. Bring up third down and 11. .329 and counting here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. Decatur leads 7-0.
This drive's starting to feel a lot like our first drive on offense, doesn't it?
Yep. On 3rd and 11, Castle will send a receiver in motion here to the near side, takes a snap, looks to throw it, throws it over the middle, incomplete, broken up by Rylan Cavazos. Nice defensive play by the corner.
Sorry to jump on you there, Pat.
I knew you were going to do it.
It was such a great play, I couldn't help myself.
Turn yourself down over there.
What a great play by number 22, Ryan Cavazos.
Intended receiver was Drew Haston. But, man, that was a great play.
Man, the receiver had about 2 steps on him. He closed that gap really quick, got his hand in there to knock that ball down to limit the Raiders to a field goal try here.
So Kenzie Johnson will be in for the field goal attempt. It'll be a 30-yarder. The ball spotted right in the center of the field. There's your snap and your hold. The kick is up, and it is through the uprights, and Ryder is on the scoreboard. 7-3 is your score with 3:02 left in your first quarter. You're listening to Decatur Eagle football. We'll be back right after this.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. 7-3 is your score on your James Wood scoreboard. 3:02 left here in your first quarter as Ryder ready to kick off after a 30-yard field goal to draw within 4 of the Eagles. And back deep to receive the kick, Landon Feltz and Nate Palmer standing on the Decatur 15.
Good to get a first look here at the Eagles receiving.
Again, Kenzie Johnson.
Must not have a lot of respect for this kicker because they are standing really, about the 15.
He looks like he's going to pooch it, and he does. It's going to be fielded by Gilbreth at the 34, and he'll just step out of bounds. And they'll mark him right there. So Decatur will start its second drive of the ball game at their own 34. The first one started at the 30. and went 70 yards for a touchdown. So let's see if we can make one go 66. Chase Berg in at receiver here on the near side. He's all by himself, and 3 receivers split wide to the far side. Pass is complete to Feltz on the far side. Moves his way up across all the way out to the 39. Gain of 5.
You know, the short passes like that, kind of pitch and catch things are really good for your quarterback to starting off the game, get him a little confidence.
And here in a minute, they'll pump one and go deep. On 2nd and 5, they'll pitch it to Palmer, and he's up into the ball's on the turf, and they're going to call him down.
Yeah, he was down. That was actually a forward pass, Pat. That ball went about a yard forward, so that's going to count as a pass.
He got hit low, and he comes up a little hobbled. Trots off. Just something he needs to shake off with, let's hope, and he'll take a little break, and Abram Graham comes in, number 8, to give him a spell in the backfield with Ross. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 3rd and 5. There's your snap. It's a pass complete to Graham. He's got the edge and close to the first down. He's going to be stopped a little bit. Well, let's see. He's close.
Like
I think they're going to give it to him.
I think they are too. Take a look here.
I mean, he's right at the line to gain.
He's on the stick right here.
There they go. They're moving the chains. Palmer back in the ball game now, but Graham will stay in a 2-back set. Ball spotted on the right hash. 1st and 10 Eagles from their own 44. Ross is going to keep it himself inside. Goes across the line of scrimmage, brought down at the 47. Make it the 48. That'll be a gain of 4.
He had some success last week running up the middle of little quarterback draws. We get some good blocking scheme on the big boys up front. He'll be able to make some yardage off of one of those.
On 2nd and 6, Ross is going to throw it. Throws it complete to Feltz at the 40-yard line of the Raiders. Another first down for the Eagles, and this Decatur offense is looking efficient tonight, Charlie.
Definitely. That ball had a little zip on it.
But they just look a little more, I mean, everything is clicking. They're moving quicker. People are in position quicker. It just looks a lot more crisp as Graham will motion out of the backfield, but they'll hand it to Palmer up the middle. He makes several people miss, breaks into the secondary. Nice little run there by Nate. I believe he's got another first down all the way down to the Raider 28. That was only like a 12-yard run, but it was nifty.
It was. That's kind of the runs we were missing last week. You know, he was either springing one or getting 1 or 2 yards, getting jammed up in there. That's good to see.
Palmer will split out wide left right behind Chase Berg on 1st and 10. They'll throw it to Palmer again. He makes 1 defender miss, but not 2. Brought down after a short gain, maybe of 1.
Yeah, no question they're keying on him. They're bringing an extra man. Wherever he goes, there's an extra man there.
A lot of substitutions in and out for the Eagles. Palmer is going to take a break. Stastny comes and checks in. And it's Stastny, Feltz, and Luke White split wide to the far right side. Graham in the backfield with Ross. There's your snap. They'll hand it to Graham. Oh, he is met by number 22. That's Tanner Perot.
Tanner,
yeah,
the French guy.
He has a neck roll, and he used it on that play.
Oh, yeah. You ever seen somebody get hit in a fight in the jaw and their knees buckle and they just fall to the ground? That's what that looked like.
3rd and 7 Eagles from the Raider 25. We've got whistles, and that is going to be the end of the Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. I was enjoying it. Wasn't even paying attention to the clock. We'll go to the second with your score. Decatur 7, Rider 3. We'll be back right after this.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation as we get ready to start the NRS second quarter. Charlie, a little scoring update brought to you by Outlaw Equine. Do you have some scores from the schools around Wise County?
Well, it's not updating.
It's not. Just make some up.
It's the worst app ever.
Bridgeport's losing 90-6, right?
Getting beat. No, I have no idea. Oh, here we go. In our district, Wichita Falls Coyotes losing to Hereford 14-0. I can tell you that. This is crazy. This has to be the worst app ever. All right, Burke Burnett losing 8-0 to Crum. Your score here is 7-3. Decatur over Wichita Falls Rider. Springtown Porcupines tied up. They're just getting started. 0-0. And Mineral Wells, they're starting at 7:30. So a lot of these games are starting at 7:30, so we're going to be a little bit behind them. Some other scores of interest. Waco La Vega 7, Waco Conley 7. That's in the first. Melissa and China Springs hadn't started yet. Jeterville Eaton 14 to Little Elm 7. Thank you, Kingfish. So I'll let me put in my.
That's all right. We can come back for some more later. That scoring update brought to you by Outlaw Equine. Let's do a little call to the sideline. Our first one tonight, brought to you by Texas Custom Trailers. Sam, what's the temperature there on the Eagles sideline? A lot of confidence after that first quarter?
The kids are riding high right now. They're emotionally stable. You can tell a distinct difference between this week and last week, and you can definitely see it on the field for sure.
Absolutely. It's like a different team. We have a crowd here, another presentation between the first quarter and the second quarter. It looked like they had almost like they went to a drive-in movie there for about 1 minute on the scoreboard. Some people just, minus the cars, they just stood out there and watched the film.
Well, they were celebrating those are the guys and gals that helped start the very first football program at Rider High School.
Is that right?
60s and 70s Rider Raiders right there.
Well,
that's awesome. Well, before we get started here, real quick, Alvord tied up at 0, and Northwest losing to McKinney North 14-0. Bridgeport hadn't started yet. Jacksboro hadn't started yet. Chico hadn't started yet.
It's taken the folks a little bit of time to get off the field.
They're a little slow. Look at these guys down here. They're just down here yakking.
There's a couple of canes, guys with canes.
Yeah.
You definitely need to add Crowell Wildcats to your local scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, we do.
My cousin, he was the 1A Player of the Week in Texas this past week.
We'll add him to the scoreboard. 3rd down and 3 for the Eagles from the Rider 25. I'm sorry, 3rd down and 7. I was looking at it backwards.
Takes a little bit to your mind to adjust.
Yeah,
the
it
other
does.
Way.
Two-back set with Ross. 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Snap is back. Ross is going to fake it to Palmer, keeping himself, and he's met at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and there is a flag on the turf thrown by a line judge. It's going to be offsides against Ryder, so that'll give Decatur another 5 yards and another 3rd down. Penalties working in our favor so far tonight, Charlie.
You know, last week if we would have
They did not last week.
Well, last week if they would have managed those penalties better, then might have had a little different outcome.
So instead of 3rd and 7, it'll be 3rd and 2. Same set for the Eagles. There's your snap. It's a pass, complete to Feltz along the flats here in the near side. He makes 1 defender miss, now 2. I think he's got the line to gain. He's inside the 20 down to the 16, and the Eagles back inside the Case IH red zone again for the 2nd time in 2 drives.
Number 17 for the Eagles, Luke White, caught watching a little bit, almost got run over.
1st and 10 Eagles still in the 2-back set with Palmer and Graham. Now Ross will motion Palmer out of the backfield, hand it to Graham, coming around here to the near side off tackle. Short gain inside they'll mark him right down at the 15, so it'll be second down and about 8.
I'm pretty impressed with Ryder's linebacking core right now, honestly.
Yeah, number 22 with the neck roll, he looks the part for sure. I hate to say his name because I can't say it right. Perot. I'm just going to call him Perot.
Poirot.
Maybe he'll be part of the inheritance. Handoff again to Graham, and another flag comes in. Looks like we're going to have a hold maybe on Ryan Jimenez here.
Yeah,
trying to help the defender up, and he just refused. Let's see what the call is. It is going to be a hold on the Eagles. I shouldn't have spoke too soon on the benefit of penalties and jinxed us. So after that penalty's enforced, they'll spot the ball on the 25-yard line on the right hash. It'll be second down and looks about 19 on the scoreboard. Tight bunch formation to the left. Palmer stands to Ross's left. There's your snap. It's a pitch to Palmer around the far side, nowhere to go. That was number 10, Jared Cohey.
He does a real good job. He had 2. He was being double teamed. Shucked both of those blocks, made a really good defensive play.
Looks like it was a loss of a couple. Shows 1 on the scoreboard. Third down and 20 for the Eagles. Snap is back. Ross, pump fake. Looks over the middle, under pressure. And he's going to be brought down. He's going to be sacked at the 28, and that'll bring up fourth down and a whole lot. Let's see what Coach Huff is going to do here. Fourth down and 22.
We're pretty hard against the wind right here, boys.
Is the wind pretty strong?
Yes, sir. Right here on the field, it's blowing pretty good.
I don't think he's going to give Greg McDonald a chance for a 45-yarder here. And it looks like they'll keep the offense on the field. Makes sense where the ball is spotted. Punt probably wouldn't get you that much net yardage anyway. Pistol formation, play fake to Palmer. Ross throws it deep down the middle, looking for Luke White in the end zone. It's over his head, and it's going to be incomplete. And they'll turn over. Eagles will turn the ball over on downs. It'll go back over to Ryder. 9:33 left in your NRS second quarter. Decatur leads 7-3 on your James Wood scoreboard. Yeah, it's last week we had a couple of drives that got down inside the red zone and a couple of penalties like that really pushed us back and got no points out of them. And I should have kept my mouth shut about that, shouldn't I, Charlie?
Yeah, penalties are no bueno, as my dad would say.
So the Raiders will break a sideline huddle, head to the middle of the field, 1st and 10 at their own 28. Castle in a shotgun. Johnson to his right. They'll hand it to Johnson. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, hesitates, gets across the 30 to the 32, gain of 4.
Finally brought down there by number 28 for the Eagles, coming up from the strong safety, Nathan McCrory. Pat, I've got 3 text messages from people with 3 different pronunciations of that guy's name. Pyro.
I'm going to go over here at halftime and ask Marty McBride next to us, who's the rider announcer, how you say it.
I got some family over there that's actually a defensive line coach for the Ryder Raiders, so I can just go look his way.
On 2nd and 5, they'll throw it complete to Maroney again, and he works his way out to the 38, has another Ryder first down. Man, that's the one I've been missing so far. Remind me, Krisha Heston first downs. I've missed several of those.
Well, I think that's only when we have the ball, right?
Yeah, but it popped in my mind.
Well,
I only have 28 in-game sponsor mentions to keep up with in my head. 1st and 10, handoff Johnson. Now he breaks to the outside. Tackle made by Gilbreth at the 46. Actually, that wasn't Johnson. That was number 11, Elijah Jackson.
Jackson did a real good job being patient at the line of scrimmage. Followed a couple of blocks for that gain of 7 yards.
Kind of a 3-headed monster in the backfield for the Raiders with Kenzie Johnson, Tyrone Morgan, and Johnson. or Jackson. Good gracious. 2nd and 3. Ryder from their own 45. They trail Decatur 7-3. There's your snap. Play fake. Castle looks over the middle, throws deep down the middle. He's got a man, but he overthrows him. He was looking for Morgan. He had a little window there. It would have been a tight squeeze, but over his head and incomplete. He'll bring up 3rd down and short, 3rd and 3 for the Raiders. Hey, Sam, if you can get me I don't have 82 on my roster for Decatur. He's playing nose tackle, and I don't have him on my roster. Can you find out who that is?
Yes, sir.
That'd be great.
Click on that right there.
He changed his number? It's Caden Barnes?
He just changed his number.
Okay, he used to be 30. That's why I don't have him, and he just made a play. Brought him down, brought the runner down right at the line of scrimmage to bring up 4th down and 3. So
it might be a jersey issue. We got these brand new Adidas jerseys. We might just have an issue with his new jersey.
He started the game in 30, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did. We'll have to find out the scoop on that later. Punting formation here for the Raiders as the Eagle defense holds. Johnson back to punt and Feltz back to receive. The punt is high, hits inside the 20 of Decatur, inside the 15 with a roll, now all the way inside the 5 and down to the 2. So I'm waiting for some return yardage by the Eagles because we've got the roof guy that sponsors our return yardage, and I haven't had any just yet.
I do have a follow-up on the 82.
Give me the scoop, Sam.
I went over there and asked him, and he said 30 is made for a receiver, not a D lineman.
So he just made the call himself?
he picked the one that can roll over that belly button.
Yeah.
His belly button pretty flat, too.
I would think 82. I think wouldn't you want to go more 90 or I think 82 is kind of a
just Jason Witten's number, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe he's got hopes for tight end. On 1st and 10, they'll throw it complete to Luke White, short here on the near side, but all the way out to the, looks like 8-yard line, gain of 6.
It's a good play by Jed Ross.
Yes.
There was somebody coming after him that almost got in the way of that pass. It was a good, nice, quick pass out to the right side.
2nd down, 6. There's your snap. Handoff, Palmer. He's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Decatur deep in its own territory after that punt by Johnson rolled inside the 5. Again, if you're just joining us, it's 7-3 Decatur with 6:19 and counting here in your NRS second quarter. Stastny checks out, and Abram Graham will come in the 2-back set for the Eagles. Now Palmer motions out to the far side. Ross will throw it to him. It's complete. Palmer's got the 1st down, and he's around the corner, and Nate is breaking away from everybody. There is a flag on the field, but Nate Palmer will take it to the house. If it stands, it's going to be a 92-yard touchdown reception, but I don't think it's going to.
We're not going to check the temperature on the sideline right now at this very second, boys.
It looked like where the flag is thrown, that penalty had to be on a receiver that was blocking.
You able to get a look at it, Sam?
Judging by the conversation going on with the side judge, we're in a disagreement with.
Yeah, I can see Coach Huff following him. He followed him for about 20 yards, right in his hip pocket, and I don't think he was quiet.
I love being on the sideline, boys.
Hey, we lock you down there, man. It's a great added benefit to the broadcast to have a little insight.
Yeah. You learned any new words yet?
4 letters.
I've been coaching for 15 years.
You know them all
already.
Hey, go to a Cleveland Browns game. You'll learn some new ones you haven't never heard before, and new ways to use them.
So let's see what we're going to do here. The striped shirts are having a meeting. They get together like that, it's like something going on in Washington.
Yeah.
It's just so inefficient.
Hey, don't take away from Nate's run there off the edge either, though.
He turned on the afterburners.
And he's back in there on this very next play. The very next snap.
Are they
he's
not
back
going
in.
to – oh, that's a spot foul. So it's 3rd down and 4. So moved it back from the spot foul. 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles, and Palmer will come in motion here to the near side. They'll hand it to Graham. He's trying to get the corner on the far side and unable to, and brought down for a short loss. And that's going to be a punting formation for the Eagles.
Penalties.
Yeah, I should have never opened my mouth about that.
That's right. Matter of fact, you're in the penalty box. You need to get over here.
There is a penalty box just to your right. If you've ever been here to the press box in Memorial Stadium, there is the visitors' radio part, which we've objected to having, is about, well, it looks just like a hockey penalty box.
It's
literally
smaller. It's smaller than it. You can fit 3 people in a penalty box. Here you can barely fit 2.
Cavazos is back to punt this one. It hits at the 40, takes a Decatur roll, and across the 50 to the, looks like it's going to be spotted on the Rider 49-yard line, but that was Cavazos in for the punt as opposed to McDonald on that one. And
the official's explanation of that penalty said if he would have let him go, he wouldn't have called the penalty. Basically, you get penalized for holding your block sometimes.
Okay. Well, you could interpret that a couple of different ways. A couple of lawyers up here, we could dissect that explanation for about half an hour, but we won't.
Holding him a little bit's not a penalty.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Noted. Cross-examine him, Charlie T.
Noted.
So 1st and 10 Rider from their own 49. It's still 7-3 Decatur. 5 minutes and 1 second left before halftime. Empty set for Castle. Now Johnson comes and sets up in the backfield, but Castle's going to throw it. Throws it to the near side, complete. The receiver runs backwards about 5 yards, but they're going to give him his forward progress inside Decatur territory to the 44. Gain of 7.
Still 7-3 here. 4:42 and ticking here in the second quarter in Wichita Falls, Texas.
2nd down, 3. 2-back set here for the first time tonight. It's Johnson and Morgan both. Castle goes to his line, calls out some instruction. Snap is back. They'll hand it to Johnson. He's inside the Decatur 40 down to the 39. He's got a Rider first down as the clock ticks toward halftime. Two-back set again for the Raiders. 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left is Gray Johnson. Castle sets up, asks for the snap, gets it. He'll hand it off to Morgan. He breaks through the line of scrimmage. Nice gain. Scrum at the Decatur 31-yard line. And they'll spot it at the 32. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Bowden Portales into the ball game. He'll line up at defensive end. So it's Talley, Barnes, and Portales along the front for Decatur. As Rider takes its time on 2nd and 3. 3 minutes and 10 seconds and counting. There's your snap. Handoff. Up the middle. Met at the Decatur 30. Pushes his way down to the 29 near the line to gain. That was Elijah Jackson on that carry. And they're going to move the chains for a Rider first down.
Met by number 20 there for Decatur. Keaton Good.
The Rider taking its sweet time, letting this clock run, not wanting to give Decatur the ball back here before halftime. 1st and 10 from the Decatur 29. Snap is back. Handoff Morgan. Stutter steps. Break to the outside here on the near side. Inside the 20 down to the Decatur 17. Another first down for the Raiders. Just kind of, this defense has been out there for a little while now. That big offensive line of the Raiders Just kind of putting their weight forward. Empty set for Castle on 1st and 10 inside the Decatur 20. Now Jackson comes in motion. We've got a timeout. And it's going to be timeout Raiders. Trinity Realty timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Decatur Eagle Football. We'll be back right after this.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice. Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
On 1st and 10, it's the Vendozer coming through the line of scrimmage and dropping Kinsey Johnson for a loss of 2.
Been waiting to see that all year.
I have too. We'll go ahead and
all 1.5 games all year.
For now, we're going to go ahead and give that the hard hit of the night, brought to you by Eagle Auto Body. Loss of 3 with the Vendozer plowing into Kinsey Johnson in the backfield.
I love that name.
You came up with it. That's why.
Well, true. But
You should trademark it.
He has it on his letter jacket. His letter jacket says, instead of Wyatt, it says Vendozer.
2nd down 13 for the Raiders from the Decatur 21. Snap is back. Castle looks to throw it, looks left, throws it left over the middle. It's caught and touchdown. That's number 13, Gray Johnson. Cade Brazil was right there on him. He just couldn't break it up, and he caught it about the 1-yard line, and I think Cade was still trying to knock the ball out, and he was able to spin and get across the goal line for a Raider touchdown. Johnson in for the extra point attempt. Snap is back. Hold is good. The kick is up and good. And Ryder takes its first lead of the night tonight. 10-7 on your James Wood scoreboard. There's 1:18 left before halftime. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Injuries happen, and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to X-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Football at Memorial Stadium in Wichita Falls. Decatur Eagle Football brought to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. 1:18 left in your NRS second quarter, and Ryder has taken its first lead on a touchdown pass from Castle to number 13, Gray Johnson. And Decatur back deep to receive this next kickoff, see if they can get some work done just before halftime. It's Palmer and Feltz standing just back behind the Decatur 20. Your first kick by Johnson was a pooch. Let's see. This one is as well. Here to the near side. It's fair caught by Stastny at the 36. So Decatur will start its fourth possession, only its fourth possession here of the first half, from its own 36.
We got 1:18 left to go here in the second quarter. So we can put something together here. How about a Nate Palmer?
Anything.
64-yard touchdown run.
Well, they'll hand it to him. He bounces to the outside trying to get the corner, and he can't do it. That's number 22, Tanner Perot.
Poro.
Actually, that's number 20, who I also don't have on my roster.
Boys, 22 on the back of his jersey, it says Kyle, Kyle, just by the way.
Well, okay. Who knows? All of our information is wrong.
From the sideline here, boys, you're getting some. It looks like maybe you pronounce it Perot, but where I come from, it's pronounced Kyle.
Palmer up the middle on 2nd and 12, and nowhere to go. Another short gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11, and under a minute before half. Looks like Decatur just going to try to let the clock run off and head to the locker room for halftime. Coming up during your Carrillo, Sipes, and Tibbles halftime show. We'll have our halftime interview hopefully when the Eagles come out with Coach Huff after halftime. But on 3rd and 11, now with just 20 seconds left, Palmer will motion out of the backfield, and Ross will throw it to Landon Feltz. Gets out across the 40 to the 44, short of the first down. That was 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left, and I think that's going to be the last play of your first half. Thanks to NRS for sponsoring your second quarter and Rosenbaum Dental for your first. And that'll do it. Eagles will head to the locker room for halftime. They trail by 3, 10-7 on your James Wood scoreboard. We'll be back with your halftime show right after this.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West.
Well, it looks like the Eagles called a timeout here. So we're going to get one more play with 1 second left on the clock. Pat's already resolved himself to the halftime. Here he comes. Back on. 1 second left to go. Looks like Decatur called a timeout.
I think Coach Huff apparently has something up his sleeve.
Well, let's see what it is.
So, yeah, we went to halftime, and everybody was running off the field, and the officials called everybody back, and apparently Decatur called a timeout, and they'll have the offense out here on the field. Ball spotted at the Decatur 43. It's 4th down and 3. So this will, barring a penalty, this will be the last play for sure of your first half. It's Ross and Palmer in the backfield, 2 receivers wide to each side. Let's see what we do here. Now we've got another timeout, and Ryder calls one.
Timeout, Ryder.
So
no one is looking more forward to halftime than the side judge referee right here.
Is Coach Huff wearing him out?
He's walking to the middle of the field, boys, and there's no reason for it right now, if you know what I mean.
So do you have any insight on why we called that timeout? Was there any discussion, or was it like
we were calling that timeout as soon as the play went dead?
Okay.
Like we were telling him, he was just not signaling it.
Gotcha.
The side judge.
He's having a rough evening.
I bet so. I bet he's ready to switch sides.
Yeah. He switches at halftime.
Okay, Little Elm losing to your Jeterville Haslett Eaton Eagles 14-7. Alvord winning over Valley View 7-0 second quarter. Northwest Texans losing to McKinney North 14-10. Bridgeport and Bowie have no update yet, nor do I have an update for Jacksboro or Chico or Boyd.
That scoring update brought to you by Outlaw Equine. And on 4th and 3, I mean, I cannot wait to see this play. It's so anticipated.
If it's just a handoff, I'm gonna rake all this stuff off of the table.
Jed Ross will take a knee.
Yeah.
On 4th and 3, Palmer motions out of the backfield, It's a play fake. They'll hand it off to Graham, and he'll be brought down at the 46. Wow.
Get ready. We're going off the air. I'm breaking all this stuff off.
It is halftime. We'll be right back with your Carrillo, Sops, and Tibbles halftime show after this.
Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Hey everybody, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. We're on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Chase Chapman's the best in the business. Let's go check him out. Where is he? This truck. Chase! What are you doing?
Hey!
Are you sleeping?
No.
You look like you were sleeping in there.
No, I come to check on the guys over here, man.
No, you were sleeping. I'm so tired of this, dude. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to make these commercials. It's hard every time. I'm done. I don't think I can do another one.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice. Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Injuries happen, and you want your
Welcome back, Eagles fans, to the Carrillo Sipes Tibbles halftime. We're going to bring you the Big Blue Marching Band. I'm not sure if they're doing one or two songs of their contest show. The theme this year is Stranger Things. That's why they're wearing all the black and white shirts. But we'll get you them, and then once they're done, we'll be with Buddy with some stats for you. So sit tight and enjoy halftime.
Caleb Hessert, Eric Lawson, Holly McNeil, and Eric McNeil. We would like to thank the Decatur Walmart for donating water to the BB&B. Please enjoy the Upside Down.
right, that was the Big Blue Marching Band getting ready for their contest this year. Thanks to Eric McNeil, awesome band director, been here a long time, and an awesome mentor for these young musicians. So, buddy, I'm going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get to the stats.
Athlete Better Fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
The law firm of Kerna.
Well, I cut off the law firm of Kernet Hafer. They'll be back in a minute. Buddy, what you got for us?
Well, comparatively speaking, it's a pretty even game. You've got rushing Decatur's 18 rushes for 57 yards. Ryder is 16 for 77. So relatively close. Receptions, Ryder 5 for 52. Decatur were 10 of 11 for 42 yards. Nate, of course, scored on in the first quarter on that little jump cut pass. Great score. And then not but for a holding penalty, we would have had a 92-yard touchdown. But once again, sometimes things like that happen. The inside running is looking pretty tough. Decatur has 21 tackles so far in the game, and Ryder has 24. Which means we're getting through the line some, but the problem is we're not carrying those blocks far enough. Riders they're hustling, they're tough. Penalties, believe it or not, and this is all I can figure. We've got Ryder. It's got 2 for 10. Decatur has 3 for 20, and you want to add 92 yards to that if you want to.
It feels like you should.
Yeah, that's horrible. Other than that, like I said, the game's pretty evenly matched. We got a lot of meat up on the line for Ryder. Those guys are some hosses over there.
Yeah.
So they've got some good running. And as far as Decatur's concerned, I mean, Graham's been kicking off some yards. Right now, Graham has got about 7 rushes for 24 yards, which is nothing to be bad about. Nate is 8 for 29 and plus 92, and 3 for 25 on receptions. So
he's being held to under 50 yards or about 50 yards for the half.
That's correct, and you don't very seldom do you see that.
That is that's surprising to me. I mean, that it doesn't feel like his production has been that low, but kind of thinking back on it, I can see where they're really doing a good job keying on him.
Yes.
When he's in the game, we talked about that a little bit earlier about how they seem to have a lot of people around him. In the tackles, it's not one man bringing him down. It seems to be 2, 3, 4, 5 people around him every time he touches the ball. And, but for the 92 yarder that was called back, he's had a hard time running tonight up the middle. He had one nice 12-yard run.
Yes, very
where
nice.
Where he was able to kind of wind through a couple of defenders. the blocking scheme was great on that one. But the offensive line's having a hard time pushing back against these solid defensive line and linebacker core for the Rider Raiders.
When you've got a running back the stature of Nate Palmer, every team you play will basically set their entire defense up to keep him at bay. And by doing that, it's going to free somebody up. Now you'll see sometimes when Graham takes the ball, when he and Nate are in the offense together, you've got Nate running outside just as a decoy, and you've got Graham going up the middle for 8-10 yards. So it works very well.
Remind me what the Jed's passing totals are.
Passing totals right now, he's 10 of 11 for 42 yards.
Okay.
He's not had a lot of time to throw, but what he's thrown has been fairly accurate. He's only missed. They've only dropped one ball.
10 of 11.
10 of 11.
I mean, his
you can't beat it.
No.
You know.
I mean,
his
pass look crisp.
Correct.
He's making good decisions, not throwing into traffic.
Correct.
I'd like to get some more yardage, but
Well, he doesn't have a lot of time back there.
No, he hasn't.
Because
had
he's
a
been
lot
under
of
a
time,
pretty
you're right.
serious rush, and he's taken a couple of pretty good shots. But he's a tough kid. He'll come back and they'll adjust in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we did that last week. We've adjusted in the second half, although a little too late. But still, when they make that adjustment, Huff's a very good situational coach, and he'll make those adjustments in there, and he'll tell those guys exactly what they need to know, and he'll work his magic, and we'll come back out in the second half, and should be guns a-blazing, if you will.
Yeah, one of the things that Pat and I commented on early along was how crisp that the offense looked in that first drive, and then in the majority of the first quarter, and then all of a sudden they started getting penalties, and it just drive killers. The penalties are so. I bet you that Coach Huff has some words to say about, hey fellas, remember what happened last week with the 10 penalties. Where we had a shot. We were in that game.
12 penalties for 120 yards.
12 penalties. Okay, so
10-yard average.
I bet that gets mentioned.
I'm sure
in the halftime talk.
I'm sure it will. The differences I'm seeing in the first quarter, the first few drives, is the fact that that the offensive line is holding their blocks, but the defensive line are running. Them and the linebackers together are running some different stunts at them. And when you run stunts at these line, they catch up to it eventually. But when the first 3 or 4 times it's run, there's nothing they can do because this is totally out of place from what they're looking to play. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So they were doing some pretty good stunting, and the linebackers were stunting pretty well. As far as the secondary is concerned, our secondaries had good coverage except for a couple of miscues. Great defense down there by Ronald Cavazos. He played that exactly like a pro cornerback would play it. He had his backhand behind him, and he pushed it away with his offhand. It was beautiful technique. Beautiful.
And the way he closed that gap, because the pass was it was a good pass.
Yeah, it was.
But an even better defensive play, him coming across over there, closing those last 2 yards. He had 2 steps on him.
He did.
When the ball left, and that gap got closed quickly.
Well, Ryland's got a lot of speed. He's a track leader as well. So he's got a lot of quickness and a lot of speed. And I call that closing, the closing speed that he had on that play, I call that your football speed. There's a difference. There's a difference in being fast and having football speed.
It's an extra gear for about 4 or 5 yards.
It's an extra gear. And he closed very quickly. And like I said, the play was perfect. He had the backhand away underneath, and he had the top hand over the top to knock the ball down. And it was beautiful. It was perfect. Perfect technique. Yeah. I'd give him a star on his helmet for that play.
I think so far, other than Nate's touchdown, and what would have been the 92 would have been the play of the game so far.
We can talk about it forever.
I would say that defensive play for me is the play of the game.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, that was a beautiful play.
And it resulted in the 3 points.
Correct.
Versus
instead of 7.
Touchdown.
6, pardon me. That was a very good defensive play, and he's a good defensive cornerback. He's a good secondary player, and his like I said, his forte, if you will, is his speed. And he's had a couple of pretty good plays out here tonight. So, good job in the first half for Ronald Cavazos for your Decatur Eagles.
A couple things you can't coach is height, speed.
That's it. You can't do it. You can't coach height. You can't. The only 2 things these players can control are attitude and effort.
True.
And I've seen some good effort tonight so far. Like I said, Coach Huff's in there right now showing them the ropes, telling them what we're going to do in the second half, how we're going to come out, and then you'll see a different team come out in the second half, I'm sure.
Down 3 points, we're going to get the ball to open the second half.
3 points is very, very easy to. It's not an insurmountable lead.
When you have a Nate Palmer in the backfield,
a 92-yard run from the what was it, 18-yard line? No, the 8-yard line.
The 8. They started that drive on the 2.
Yeah, they started on the 2, and he ran that 92 from the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
But for a miscue.
Yeah. And you would think, well, did the miscue spring him? Maybe not. I don't
think it did, because where he was standing when he threw the flag, it was about 2.5 yards inside of where he made his outside cut.
Okay.
So I don't think that was necessarily the case. But I
think the coaches would agree with us.
I'm biased.
Well, the coaches they didn't think it was a penalty anyway.
Oh man!
I thought that was funny what Sam was talking about when he was saying if he would have just let him go, he wouldn't have called it. Like, okay, so Pat and I were like, no, that's noted.
No,
so you can hold just a little bit,
but just be sure you let go. That's greatness. All right, good first half. Looking forward to a better second half. So go Eagles.
Limit some penalties, and we're right in this thing.
That's exactly right,
buddy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Charlie. Thanks for having me.
And we're going to take a quick break here on the Carrillo Sipes Tibbles halftime show. We've got 7:20 and ticking left on the halftime clock, and so we'll be right back after this.
And Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernut and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Hey everybody, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. We're on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Chase Chapman's the best in the business. Let's go check him out. Where is he? This truck. Chase! What are you doing?
Hey!
Are you sleeping?
No.
You look like you were sleeping in there.
No, I come to check on the guys over here, man.
No, you were sleeping. I'm so tired of this, dude. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to make these commercials. It's hard every time. I'm done. I don't think I can do another one.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Welcome back to the Carrillo Sipes Tibbles halftime show. Back here now with Pat Wadlington to talk about some other stuff.
What are we going to talk about?
Let's talk about some scores.
You got some?
I got some scores.
I did hear that the Bowie Bridgeport game was tied at 2-2.
Defensive battle.
2 safeties.
Northwest still losing to McKinney 14-0, or McKinney North rather, 14-10. My bad, 14-10 at halftime. Again, that Bridgeport Boo scored 2-2. We got the Boyd Yellow Jackets up over a real good Jacksboro team, 17-7. That's with 8 minutes left to go in the second.
Looking down at Sam to see if he's got his eyes on Coach Huff.
Just pop in, Sam, whenever you.
I don't see. You might. I think Coach Huff is coming around the corner of the end zone down there on your side, Sam. So he's going to be coming around the Eagle Dolls here in just a second if you want to grab him.
I got eyes on him.
Oh,
right
he
here.
stopped. He stopped to give a little instruction there to. I don't know who that was. Caden Barnes. He said, "I didn't know you were number 82."
What happened? You wanna play some tight end for us here?
All right, I need you to wish me luck here in a second.
Oh, you're going to be fine.
Oh, here he comes. All right, real quick. Trenton Tigers 28-0 in the second quarter over Chico. Let's see if I can look at.
Here we go.
Coach Huff. Hey, real quick, if you don't mind giving us a quick assessment of our execution in the first half and what we're looking for in the second.
I thought the kids played. We played pretty well first quarter, especially. Kind of came off of cleaned some things up, but a couple penalties hurt us pretty bad on offense. Get a touchdown call back, and then being in the red zone down here and getting a holding penalty. But we got to overcome that stuff. But if we'll be better on first down defense in this second half, and get some drives that are sustainable. I think that's going to be things. It's going to be a good ball game.
Thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sam. That halftime interview brought to you by the Decatur Eagle Booster Club.
All right, here's some more scores for you, Pat. We're going to go through our district now. Burke Burnett losing to Crum 8-3. And again, our score here 10-7. Ryder over your Decatur Eagles. Springtown Porcupines getting hammered with 1:03 left by the Graham Steers 33-8. That's in the second. And for some reason, that doesn't hurt my feelings too bad. Anyway.
It never does.
It never does. Anyway, I might lose some clients over that. Anyway. Hereford.
Send them across the street.
They probably don't like you either. This is Pat Wadlington of Kernet and Hafer, everybody. He doesn't like Springtown either. Hereford Whitefaces over the Wichita Falls Coyotes 21-12. So at this point, no one in our district is winning a game.
Yeah.
Oh, I take that back. Mineral Wells 22-0 over Fort Worth Western Hills. So
yeah, that's not really like winning.
So congratulations to your Mineral Wells Rams with 12 minutes. Oh, that's 22 points in the first quarter.
That scoring summary brought to you by Outlaw Equine. As the teams run onto the field, we're going to take a quick break. There's still a minute and a half at least on the scoreboard before kickoff here in your second half. Decatur will receive to start your third quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation as we get ready to start our third quarter. Brought to you tonight by Triple T Windows. And the score on your James Wood scoreboard, Ryder 10, Decatur 7, as Decatur lines up to field this opening kickoff from Kenzie Johnson.
The opening pooch kick.
Yep, I would imagine that's what it's going to be. First several have been from Mr. Johnson. And it's probably not a bad idea considering the two guys that are standing on the Decatur 15. And as the angle that he's taking at the ball looks like it's going to be definitely a pooch. It's almost a horizontal approach. The ball's spotted at the 40, and Johnson's standing at the 40.5-yard line. And it is a pooch. It's going to be fielded by Gilbreth at the 35. He'll take it. He breaks free all the way across the 46. So that's about a 14-yard return for Antoine Gilbreth. That return yardage brought to you by the Roof Guy.
Takes it up to the 47-yard line. First and 10 for the Eagles.
So Decatur will start this opening drive of the third quarter from its own 47. They're down 3. Scored on the opening drive of the ball game and been frustrated and not been able to have points since then. 3 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Palmer in the backfield to Jed Ross's left, and he'll motion him out of the backfield. Snap is back. Ross will throw it complete to Feltz in the flats on the far side. He turns upfield. He's across the 50-yard line all the way out to the Ryder 45. Nice gain of 8 on first and 10.
What a block by our outside receiver there.
Must have been Luke White over on that side or Cooper Stastny.
Number three. Who's number
Stastny.
3? Stastny. Great block.
Bunch formation to the right on 2nd and 2. Gilbert alone to the left. Snap is back. Hand off Palmer. Cuts up the middle. He breaks through the line of scrimmage. Makes a spin move inside the Rider 40 all the way down to the 36. And it's a Krisha Heston first down to start off your third quarter here for the Eagles.
That's what I'd like to see more of, about those 5 to 8 yard runs from Palmer getting into that second level.
So Palmer's going to split out and line up behind Luke White on the right side, but they'll throw it complete to Feltz on the near side. He'll be brought down inside the 35 at the 34. Short gain of 3. That tackle made by number 3, Kobe Robinson. Although they say 28 on the loudspeaker, Casey Jung. 2nd and 8, Decatur. Opening drive of the third quarter. They trail by 3. Snap is back. Handoff Palmer. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of maybe 1 or 2. Ball was loose, but he was down before it came loose.
What's the name on number 28 you guys have up there?
28 for us.
For the bad guys.
Casey Jung.
All right. 28 on his jersey says Mason, in case you're wondering.
I think they just do that to confuse people.
This reporter is confused.
3rd and 10. Snap is back. Ross rolls to his right, looking to throw. Throws it across the middle. It's dropped. Hit Luke White right in the hands. Would have been good for a first down, but it's not. It'll be 4th and 10 from the Rider 36.
You know, I like the zip that Ross has on his passes this week. That's a good pass on target. That makes Ross 10 of 12.
Was that
on
4th
the day.
down?
That was 3rd down. This is 4th down.
What are we doing here? Who's going to be punting?
We got punt personnel out there.
Okay. So Nathan McCrory is the punter this time. Maybe he was last time. I thought it was Cavazos. That's what was confusing me. Oh, it's a fake. They give it to the Vendozer. He's out across the 30. He's got the first down, I think. He's inside the 25, all the way to the 24, and it is a first down Decatur on the fake punt. The Vendozer plowing his way inside the 25 to the 24. Great call there by Decatur special teams.
Man, I would hate to have been that cornerback with the Vendozer bearing down.
Every bit of that run was downhill.
Yes, yes.
I don't think he has any other direction but downhill.
On 1st and 10, they'll hand it to Palmer. Jump cut to the outside. He gets the edge on the far side, and he turns the corner, and Nate will score. 24-yard touchdown run by Nate Palmer. And Decatur takes the lead.
His speed around the edge right there is immaculate.
Yeah, he was, once he got just a little bit of an angle, it was over.
Did a nice job with the guy who was making first contact to step around him. A little stiff arm, little Heisman move, get out to the edge.
That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. Decatur Tire extra point coming up. Greg McDonald's kick with his left foot is up. It's good. It's 14-10 Decatur with 9:50 left. We'll be right back after this.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle Football, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Scoring summary brought to you by Teresa Mater. It was 53 yards in 2 minutes and 10 seconds, 7 plays, and that drive was continued on a fake punt on 4th down to Wyatt Vinzant. Kept the drive alive, and then on the very next play, a 24-yard rushing touchdown by Nate Palmer puts Decatur up 14-10 on your James Wood scoreboard. Parker Properties kickoff coming up as Greg McDonald, the left-footed kicker, places it on the tee. Did I miss any sponsors there, Chuck?
I don't know. Do we have a goal line sponsor? Or a Nate Palmer sponsor?
Yeah, I'll take that one. Parker Properties kickoff, high and deep, fielded at the 6-yard line. It's Morgan out across the 10. Now he switches his field, and he breaks into the open on the far side, and it's a foot race. Now he cuts back, makes 2 people miss. He's in Decatur territory, brought down at the 40-yard line. I tell you what, the kicker, Greg McDonald, did a great job of cutting him off. He didn't make the tackle, but he made him turn back inside and potentially save the touchdown. But big return there by number 2, Tyrone Morgan.
Yeah, that's what you want your kicker to do, acting as a safety back here. Just turn him back in. Don't let him stay on that sideline, because you know people are coming. And so slow him down just a touch. And you're right, Pat. He did a really good job right there doing what he was supposed to do.
So after the Decatur touchdown, it gives them a 14-10 lead. Ryder with a big return, and they'll start in Decatur territory at the Decatur 40-yard line. Kinsey Johnson in the backfield with Castle, 2 receivers wide right on 1st and 10. Snap is back, play fake. Castle throws it. It's complete. I thought it was incomplete. That's the number 6, Drew Haston.
I'm glad that pass was low, because he had a lot of green.
I thought Cavazos was going to make a play on it. 2nd and 2 from the Decatur 32. Castle, it's a Wildcat snap to Johnson. He breaks through the line of scrimmage. He's got a first down inside the Decatur 25. Well, they'll mark him down right on the 25, but that's a Ryder first down.
Let's keep an eye on Barnes here the rest of the series. He's getting somebody's getting a little chippy with him.
I bet he doesn't take to that very kindly.
He does not.
Just keep his wits about him. Now that I know who he is in the New Jersey.
If you're going to take a number, Jason Witten's not a bad number to have.
On 1st and 10, they'll hand it to Johnson. He's through the line of scrimmage on the near side down to the 18. Gain of 7.
He might also just be honoring my number in 7th grade for the Vernon Lions. I was number 82, so maybe he heard about that somewhere.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, or mine in 8th grade. I mean, in 9th grade, I was 82. And actually did have Eagles across the front, unlike my basketball jersey. We'll tell you that story later.
2nd and 3. Ryder from the Decatur 18. Snap is back. Handoff Johnson. He's through the line of scrimmage, met by the Vendozer, but he breaks that tackle, and I believe he has a first down at the 15-yard line. That'll be a first down. First down for the Raiders. And this is their response to that Decatur opening drive. 8 minutes left here in your Triple T Windows third quarter. 14-10 on your James Wood scoreboard. Decatur with the lead, but Ryder in the Decatur red zone. 1st and 10 from the 15. Castle takes a snap. Handoff, met in the backfield, breaks the tackle. Now into the secondary, and in for a score is number 11, Elijah Jackson. And he just ran over some Eagles to get in that end zone.
He did. He was met in the backfield. Somebody didn't wrap up, and he just kept on going. Into the end zone he went.
So just like that, Ryder back in the lead, 16-14 pending the extra point. Johnson's extra point is up. It's good. And Ryder back with a 3-point lead, 17-14, 7:39 left. In your Triple T Windows third quarter, we'll be back with more Decatur Eagle football right after this.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Injuries happen and you want your athlete better fast. Experience matters, and SRPT and Top Tier Performance are the go-to experts in sports medicine and rehab with 40-plus years caring for athletes. They offer same-day injury assessments Monday through Saturday with fast-track to x-rays, MRI, orthopedic surgeons, and physicians available. They have an arsenal of treatment options to get your athlete back in the game, including cupping, dry needling, laser therapy, massage, adjustments, dry sauna, and cold immersion. Call 940-627-6290 to get started and go where the experience is. Top Tier Performance and SRPT in Decatur.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. 7:39 left in your third quarter. Decatur trails 17-14 to Wichita Falls Rider. Quick shout out to one of my good buddies for about 30 some odd years ago, or at 30 when we first met anyway. Steve Mills, a member of Sub T16 out at Abilene Christian University. Stories to remain untold. Thanks for listening,
You can
Millsy.
tell him on the way home.
That kickoff fielded by Gilbreth at the 34. He's on his feet again here on the near side. Almost a mirror image of the last kickoff, and he's got it out to the 47-yard line.
He had that ball a little loose when he makes his cuts and turns. He's got to put that chest. He's got to put that ball on his chest. Ball security is important.
Yeah, I think he did lose one last week.
He did.
So 1st and 10 Eagles from their 47. Ball spotted on the left hash. Tight bunch formation of 3 receivers to the far side, excuse me. There's your snap. Handoff, Palmer met in the backfield, breaks a tackle. Shoestring tackle in the backfield. That was number 33 for the Robbers, Evan Rios. You know, I've done a little check-in on these names on these jerseys, and none of them are the same on this roster. I'm wondering maybe they put the jersey names of this 1960 team that was honored at halftime.
And whatever their numbers were.
Maybe. I don't know.
That would be really cool if that's the case.
2nd and 14. Snap is back. Ross looks to throw it. Throws it over the middle. It's complete to Phelps for a first down. Inside the Rider 45, down at the 42. So Decatur into Rider territory.
Yeah, Krisha Heston.
Thank you. On first down, they'll hand it to Palmer. He's through the line of scrimmage inside the 40 to the 37, gain of 5, maybe 4. They're going to mark him at the 38.
This is what Coach Huff was talking about after halftime when he said we're looking at a good ball game in the second half.
Decatur hurries up their offense. Snap is back. Pass is complete to Palmer on the near side in the flats. He breaks one tackle, but not enough room to get loose. Maybe a gain of a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down and looks like 6, maybe 7. Ball spotted on the Rider 37. Gilbreth is the lone receiver here on the near side. It's Phelps and Luke White to the far side. Stastny is a wingback here on the left. Now he'll motion to the right side, and we've got flags. Looks like illegal procedure on the Eagles.
The false start on the center.
Yeah, he must have moved the football a little bit. Connor Skilly. But another penalty that hurts the Eagles. Now it's 3rd and 11. As the Eagles trail Rider 17-14. 5:40 and counting here in your Triple T Windows third quarter. Snap is back. Ross rolls to his right, looking to throw. Under pressure, throws deep down the right side for Luke White. It's just over his head by about 1.5 yards, and he had him for 6. He had about 3 steps on either the safety or the corner on the far side. Jed just not able to, just a little too much on it.
Not able to drop it in there.
So McCrory lines up to punt, almost in the same spot he punted last time. Stands at the Decatur 44. Back deep to receive is Morgan for the Raiders. He drops it, picks it up. He's under pressure. He's going to be tackled at the Decatur 47. So the last time he lined up, they faked it, and the Mendoza ran for a first, and this one didn't work out quite so well. So Ryder will take over in Decatur territory at the 47-yard line, already leading 17-14.
It was a good snap. We just tried to punt it, or, we took our eyes off it right before we caught it.
So the Raiders break a sideline huddle right at midfield, right on the 50-yard line, brought to you by Renshaw Drug, sponsor of our 50-yard line tonight. Castle in a shotgun. There's your snap. And it's a reverse to Morgan, and it goes nowhere, and he reverses his field back to the direction he came from and gets about 4 yards on that play.
Yeah, there was nothing the other way. Eagles defense did a great job reading that. A lot of Eagles over there on the other side. Fortunately, we were able to converge on him on his cutback.
2nd down and 6 on your James Wood scoreboard. Under 5 minutes now left in your third quarter. Again, your score 17-14. Ryder over Decatur. Pistol formation for the Raiders. Strong formation to the right side. There's your snap. They'll hand it off up the middle. Running back breaks into the secondary, and Antoine Gilbreth makes a great tackle, but not until after the first down was got by Kinsey Johnson. And he ran through a huge hole on the right side.
That was an alignment mistake there, boys.
Well, they came in with a tight end on that,
Yes,
and
sir.
I don't think that the Eagle defense really – I saw some people kind of motioning to each other before they snapped it.
I heard the PA guy said this guy's nickname is the Little Train.
Keaton Good is in at inside linebacker. Trammell goes out on 1st and 10. It's a direct snap to Morgan. He's up the middle of the line of scrimmage, inside the 30, down to the 28, gain of 4. Yeah, it's been tough for this Eagle defense to stop some of this straight-ahead running. The longer they're on the field, the harder it seems. They're outsized up front.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Large humans.
So the Raiders look to their sideline for a play call. They'll break a huddle. 2nd and 6. Morgan comes in motion. They'll pitch it to him, and he'll turn it up at the line of scrimmage, gets a first down. He's going to be stopped at the Decatur 22, but that's going to move the chains and keep this Raider drive alive.
Antoine's coming off with maybe left shoulder.
He must have done that on that tackle because he met that running back pretty hard, and he was headed full steam. So let's see. We got Sam Cannon in here at corner on the near side and Cavazos on the far side. Everybody else on the defense, I believe, is starters, except we've got Tanner Meyer in right now at nose tackle. Barnes taking a breather. 1st and 10. Castle, he's going to throw it. Throws it in the flats, complete to Morgan. He bobbled it, but able to reel it in. Gain of about 4 inside the Decatur 20, down at the 19.
Brought down by Sam Cannon, and number 11 for the Decatur Eagles, Keegan Hatchell.
No, 11 is Brazil.
Oh, I was looking at the grade.
So Keegan Hatchell's a junior. We know that now.
We got a whole bunch of Keegan Hatchells out there.
Oh, my goodness.
2nd down, 6. Ryder from the Decatur 18. Pistol formation. Castle hands it off up the middle to Jackson. He breaks through the line of scrimmage. Nice gain. Will it be enough for a first down? I believe it is, and the chains do move again. This has just been a ground and pound attack this drive by the Raiders.
Well, when you're knocking off 5 to 6 yards, every time.
They're running in fresh legs.
Oh, yeah. Jalen Gibbs, Carson Ayers. Those are both defensive linemen that are coming in.
And they look just like defensive
They
linemen.
sure do. Let's see how they line up because they're big old boys. Jackson in the backfield is not small. They're going heavy set. 2 tight ends, pistol formation, and 1 receiver wide to each side. There's your snap. They'll hand it to Jackson. He breaks through the line of scrimmage inside the 10 down to the 6, gain of 7.
To the 6-yard line.
Looks like they'll keep this same set in, except number 33, Evan Rios, will come in for Ayers.
It's an old school formation. We call that ace formation.
Jackson goes out, and Johnson comes in into the backfield this time. Ryder taking all the time they need. They get a play call in from the sideline, and they break a huddle. Wing to the left side. And Johnson in the backfield directly behind Castle. There's your snap. They'll hand it to Johnson. He's met by the Mendoza in the backfield and stopped right in his tracks. Might have gotten a yard down to the 5.
Short gain on the play to the 5-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The Mendoza's bucket hit him right in the chin.
And even that, see, I think he even caught him a little too high.
Yeah.
That's why we gave up maybe a yard right there.
So 3rd down 3. Only 20 seconds and counting left here in your Triple T Windows 3rd quarter. I don't know if we'll get this play off or not. The play clock in the quarter are almost exactly the same.
They're trying to make sure that we don't have the wind with us in the 4th quarter, you know.
There's your snap. They'll hand it off. It's Jackson. It's Johnson. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. Just carried about 3 Eagles across the goal line. So Ryder extends its lead to 23-14 pending this extra point. As your Triple T Windows 3rd quarter comes to a close, we'll get this extra point in before we take a break and head to our 4th quarter. Johnson, the man that just crossed the goal line, will also back up and take a stab at kicking this extra point. Snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good, and it's 24-14 Ryder. We'll be back with your start of your 4th quarter right after this.
It's the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Wise Family Practice and Urgent Care at 800 Medical Center Drive is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week to serve you. Wise Family Practice Urgent Care offers sports physicals, DOT physicals, workers' comp injuries, flu shots, preventative health care, weight management, depression and anxiety treatment, and much more. Call Wise Family Practice Urgent Care at 940-626-2110 or visit them at 800 Medical Center Drive in Decatur.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation as we start your Wise Choice Meets 4th quarter. Decatur with a 10-point deficit to overcome in 12 minutes. They're going to stay in this one and go home with a victory. Back to receive this kickoff, Nate Palmer and Landon Phelps, but history would tell us they don't have a chance at field in this one, Charlie.
No, unless they move them up to about the 30.
Maybe they should.
Hey, just put Nate Palmer right over here, right where that pooch kick's going to go.
Gilbreth's standing on the 30, so it's good to see him back out there after he left the field there with a little bit of a shoulder stinger. I'm thinking this one's going to go maybe to the far side. I can't tell by how Johnson's lining up. Oh, it's going to go here to – oh, he's kicking it deep. Surprise, surprise. Landon Phelps at the 7-yard line. Out across the 15. Turns it up the middle of the field, breaks to the outside, across the 30, all the way to the 31-yard line. Nice return there by Landon. That return yardage brought to you by the Roof Guy.
I got a score update for you.
Bring it.
The Bridgeport Bulls and Bowie Jackrabbits still tied at 2 each.
That's got to be wrong. That's got to be wrong. Do we know anybody we can verify that with?
I don't know. The Jeterville Eaton Eagles 21-13 over Little Elm at this point.
First and 10 Decatur from their own 32. Bunch formation to the left. There's your snap. Handoff Palmer. Met in the backfield. Brought down in the backfield. That was big number 8, I think. His jersey's all crumpled up. Jalen Gibbs, I think. Loss of 3 on that play. And Decatur facing a 2nd down and 13. Three receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Snap is back. Ross looks to throw it. Flushed out to the near side. Now he throws it complete to Luke White here on the near side. Nice pass and catch right there. Short of the first down. It'll be pushed out to the 35, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Good job by Ross right there to just kind of move away from pressure here to the near side, keep his eyes downfield, and found Luke White right here on the sideline. Ball spotted on the right hash. Palmer in the backfield with Ross. Now Ross motions him out of the backfield. Ross looks to throw, throws it to Palmer here on the near side, and he's met immediately. Everybody in town was on him. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4 for the Eagles from their own 38. Well, right now, the Eagle offense still on the field. They're down 10, 24-14 with 10:42 left in the ball game. And 4th down and 4. 3 receivers wide left, 1 to the right as Ross and Palmer having a conversation in the backfield. Now Palmer motions out of the backfield. There's your snap. It's a pass. It's tipped up and almost intercepted. It was intended for Stastny and hit him in the hands. Just went up in the air. It would have been good for the first down, but no conversion for the Eagles, and that defense is going to have to come out here and do something special.
Well, Ross did a good job about getting it out there quickly. Just couldn't hang on to that ball. See, I told you it's the worst app on the planet.
Well, but it was accurate because someone just scored a touchdown, and Bowie now leads Bridgeport 9-2. It's like an Atlanta Braves score.
That doesn't hurt my feelings either.
So 1st and 10 Ryder, and I expect a whole lot of downhill running in this set of downs from the Raiders. Well, now they're going to throw it just as soon as I say that. And they throw it deep, and they throw it for a touchdown. Morgan, 38 yards from Castle, over the top of Cade Brazil, and it is 30-14 Ryder over Decatur. Maybe our defense thought they were going to run it too.
I think everybody in the stadium did.
Yeah. That was a pretty pass right there.
Except for that receiver and quarterback. It was a beautiful pass. Hit him in stride, right at the goal line. Defensive player had no chance.
So Johnson in for an extra point again. That one's through the uprights and good. And it is 31-14. Ryder over Decatur now. 10:29 left in your Wise Choice Meats 4th quarter. We'll take a break and be right back.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Hey everybody, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. We're on location with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Chase Chapman's the best in the business. Let's go check him out. Where is he? This truck. Chase! What are you doing?
Hey!
Are you sleeping?
No.
You look like you were sleeping in there.
No, I come to check on the guys over here, man.
No, you were sleeping. I'm so tired of this, dude. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to make these commercials. It's hard every time. I'm done. I don't think I can do another one.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Decatur Eagle football presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. As the Eagles got a tough chore ahead of them, down 31-14 with 10.5 minutes to go. Here in your Wise Choice Meats fourth quarter. You know, it just seems kind of like that size and strength of Ryder has just kind of overwhelmed us as the game's gone on and worn us down a little bit.
I think you're right.
Pooch kick hits at the 25, fielded by Gilbreth. He makes a move, gets around the near side, across the 35, out to the 36, 37. Now they mark him down at the 36.
On the kick return to the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
As the Eagle offense takes the field again. Really kind of needing somebody to step up other than Nate Palmer. That's what we need. Because I think the defense keying on him. And
yeah. Well, they've tried a few things. They had a couple of drops.
Two-back set on 1st and 10. There's your snap. They'll play fake, throw it to Palmer in the flat on the near side. He's tackled quickly right at the 40-yard line.
You know, one of the things that Ryder's really good at that I've noticed is their open field tackling.
That was Ryan Jones, the safety. He did make a good tackle on that one.
And they've been, you know, they're always around the ball, but their open field tackling has been really good. Very few misses.
On 2nd and 7, the Eagles hand it to Graham. He works his way around the far side for a short gain of maybe 2.5. It looks like they're going to mark it for a 3rd down and 4. It's got to be 4-down territory for the Eagles here, down 31-14, under 10 minutes to go. Ball at the Eagle 43. Snap is back. Pass looking for Chase Berg. Ross threw it to Berg, and Berg was running a different route, I think. That was a miscommunication. He wasn't even looking for the ball.
He was blocking. There was a slight miscommunication there.
Punt team comes on. 4th down and 4 here. You'd hate to give them the ball back here if you don't make it at the Eagle 43-yard line.
So McCrory is your punter. Morgan, the return man for the Raiders. The punt is away. It's end over end. It's fielded by Morgan at the 25, and he breaks into the open. He's around the corner on the far side and meets the Vendozer at the 47 and pushed out of bounds pretty rudely, but not after a great return that they'll mark right at the 50-yard line, the Renshaw Drug 50-yard line. First time we've had a mark right at midfield in this ball game. Every time I say something tonight, the opposite happens. I said we were doing great on penalties, and penalties started killing us.
Say they're not going to fumble. Just say that.
I said Ryder was going to run the ball. They threw a touchdown pass. So I think right now Ryder is not going to fumble or throw an interception.
We need them to match the offensive explosion that Bridgeport's pulling at.
That won't be returned by the Eagles for a touchdown.
Okay. All right.
Let's try that, Mojo. 1st and 10, Ryder. Snap is back. Handoff up the middle. Tackle made by short gain. The tackle was made by who was that?
50.
Oh, Ethan Talley.
Yeah, 56.
Gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7. Ryder taking all the time they need. The clock runs under 9 minutes to go.
8:37 and ticking. Both teams with all their timeouts here in the 4th. Decatur down by 17 points.
Castle in the backfield with Johnson. Player will come in motion from near side to far side. It's a handoff to Johnson. He's met by the Mendoza, stood up and goes nowhere, but not after a gain of 3. Inside the Decatur 45 to the 44.
You know, one thing we've done a lot more, Pat, this week is call the Mendoza. He's been in on a lot of plays. Seems like he is. Something happened this week, amped his game up.
You know, this kind of offense is the kind of offense he likes to face, I think.
Sure.
Filling those holes and standing people up. But 3rd and 4. Eagles jump. Castle's going to throw it far down the far sideline. It's complete, and it's going to be a touchdown. If that penalty is on Decatur, that's going to be 6 for Ryder. And it looks like that is going to be the call. So 44-yard touchdown pass from Castle to, who was that? Number 6, Drew Haston. And this one's out of control now. 37-14 pending the extra point by Johnson. Hold is good. The kick is low, but it does make it over the crossbar and through the uprights, and it's 38-14. Ryder with the lead over Decatur. 7:37 left in the ball game. We'll be right back after this.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Welcome back to Decatur Eagle football, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. 7:37 left in this ball game, and Decatur with a big uphill battle to overcome a 24-point deficit at 38-14. As Johnson kicks this one low and on the ground. This one's fielded by Gilbreth as well. I think he's fielded almost every kickoff tonight. He brings it out to about the 32, and whistles will blow. Players will scrum, and this might get a little chippy right here.
We should have a face mask right here, boys, on Ryder.
I don't see a flag.
There's one.
There is
one right
one.
here.
There
Yes,
is
sir.
one. Eagles obviously a little bit short-tempered right now, the way this ball game's going in the second half.
I've been wrong before, but
not very often, though, right, Sam?
Depends on who you ask.
Story of my life.
Yeah. Well, there's quite a discussion here, right at the Decatur 30-yard line on the Decatur side of the field. They broke up their huddle. Now they come back together. Let's see what we're doing here. See what Mr. Whitehat has to say. Two fouls on the defense. There's your face mask, Sam. And a dead ball foul, so they'll enforce both of those. And from the Decatur 30-yard line, they mark it off all the way to the Ryder 39. So Decatur will start this drive down 24 points, 7 minutes and 28 seconds to go. They'll start it at the Rider 39. Needing some serious offense and fast. 2-back set with Ross. Snap is back. Handed off to Graham. Cuts up the middle, breaks a tackle inside the 35 down to the 33. It's a nice gain of 7.
It was a nice hard run by Graham, bouncing off one tackle, picking up an additional 3 yards after first contact.
2nd and 4. Snap is back. Hand off Palmer, trying to get around the edge on the far side. Nothing going. Nice play there by number 4, Ben Carr, to string him out. And no gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Eagles.
Another thing that we haven't mentioned about, we mentioned the size of Rider's offensive line, but we haven't mentioned the speed of the Rider Raiders and containing Palmer on the outside. He had that 192-yarder, but for the most part, they're doing a really good job containing him and keeping him from turning the corner with their speed.
Snap is back on 3rd and 5. Ross looks to throw it, looks down the middle, throws it along the sideline. Couldn't really tell who he was throwing that one to.
Yeah, Palmer's over there.
I see Chad Jones over there. He was calling for Chad Jones calling for some PI.
Yeah. He could have been throwing it to Eric McNeil. He's standing about that same area.
I think it was intended for Palmer, but he was ridden out of bounds and wasn't able to get upfield. It was a little wheel route, I think.
Gentlemen, if Dr. Jones is calling for it, then I'm gonna side with him every time.
Me too. 4th down and 5. Eagle offense stays on the field. Now we got some confusion. Graham goes off. There's your snap. It's a pass, and it's intercepted, I think. Nope, it hit the ground. It was tipped up, incomplete, intercepted. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a turnover on downs. And that Decatur defense is going to have to come out again. 6:23 left in this one.
Been a tough second half. Then they took it down, scored that first drive, similar to the first quarter. Took the first drive down, and then after that, the Raiders just turned it on both sides of the football.
They just kind of took over the ball game physically.
They did.
Raiders will break a huddle near their sideline, trot onto the field, ball spotted at their own 34. We got a change here at quarterback now. It's number 19, Stephen Mars, senior quarterback in a pistol formation. We'll get some numbers on the new running back as well. They'll hand it to him. He turns it up, does a little bit of work. Now still on his feet, almost gets a first down. That's number 10, Jared Cohey. He's listed as a quarterback on my roster. Gain of 9.
Their quarterbacks average about 6'5" and a half, that's for sure.
Yeah, number 10. If that's the way he runs, they need to leave him a running back.
Yeah, number 19, that dude taking snaps now, he looks just like Castles.
Yeah, they got him listed at 6'3", 145. I don't know how accurate this.
I believe the 145. He is a rail.
On 2nd and 1.
I'm not sure how his socks stay up.
He'll hand it off. First down for the Raiders across their own 45 to the 46. That was Cohey on the carry again. And we got some changes in the secondary for Decatur. Jace Watson comes in at safety. Nathan McCrory will go out. And at cornerback, Antoine Gilbert is out. Sam Doan, number 16, in on the far side. Or that's number 19. Sam Cannon, excuse me. 1st and 10 Rider as the clock ticks under 5 minutes to go here in your Wise Choice Meats 4th quarter. 38-14 Rider is your score. There's your snap. Handoff. Running back trying to get the far side. There's a flag. It's going to be a hold against Lane Heston. He had him. That was number 41 that had his paws on Lane, Hunter Talley. And that's going to be 10 against the Raiders. That was number 46. Is it 46 or 48?
48 on the carry. His last
Braylon Carey is he's.
What's the last name on the back of his jersey?
His says Connor on the back of his jersey.
See, I'm telling you, man.
You're probably right.
It's got to be.
They could also just be wearing jerseys that honor past Rider Raiders. I don't know. Like the names of some, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, I know it's 1st and 20. And I know there's 4:35 and counting left in this ball game, and Decatur trails by 24, unfortunately. Mars at quarterback. Carey continues to be the running back. They'll hand it to him again. He's up the middle. Short gain. Across the 40. Tackle made by Brazil. Bring up 2nd down and 13. Bowden Portales comes in again here on the Decatur defensive line. So across the front for Decatur, it's Portales, Meyer, and Ethan Talley still in. All your linebackers for Decatur remain the same. Except Keaton Good is in for Michael Trammell. On 2nd and 13, there's your snap. Ball's on the turf. It's recovered by the Vendozer. He's still on his feet. Brought down at the 27. That was a bad exchange between the quarterback and the running back, and it hit the turf, and Vendozer there to pick it up.
It's a good penetration by Vendozer to be there with the bad exchange. He had penetrated the backfield and was there to make a tackle. Saw the ball on the ground, picked it up, picked up another 10 yards.
My neighbor Lane Heston's going off the field, and he's not happy. His helmet got ripped off, and he was letting the striped shirt know about it. And now there's a coach talking to him as he leaves the sideline. But Decatur will take over 1st and 10 from the Rider 27. Ross in at quarterback. He'll hand it off to number 24. That's Jamari Fletcher. He's in at running back now. 24 and 23. Jake Milligan and Jamari Fletcher, your running back set for the Eagles. Your receivers, number 13, Carter Riggins, number 10, Caden Forrest, and number 1, Chase Berg.
Half of those were my 8th grade basketball team about 2 or 3 years ago.
2nd and 9 for Ross. He'll hand it off to Milligan. He's trying to get the near side edge. He does. Nice tackle there by number 31, though, short of the first down. Mason Edgett. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Pat, we got a flag over here on the near side. I'd like to see Jake Milligan get in the open field. Kid's got some speed.
He's quick.
Well, let's see what we got going here.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds by someone for the Decatur Eagles.
Well, how about some scores, Chuck?
We'll talk about the Chuck thing on the way home.
You don't like that?
I'll get you the story.
Oh, there's a story behind it.
There's a story.
Oh, good. We can't talk about it on the air, though?
Well, it's personal. Oh my goodness!
So I'll fill everybody in next week then.
Hey, well, we can. Well, let's play happen.
Hand off to Fletcher. Short gain to the Rider 32-yard line as the clock continues to run. Your score remains 38-14 Rider on your James Wood scoreboard. You know, I think what we can do is talk about player of the game, and I don't know that there's going to be much debate about it for the Eagles. It's going to have to be probably Nate Palmer.
Well, I was going to say either him or the Vendozer.
No, it's got to be Nate Palmer. When you give up 38.
Well, it's kind of like the whole. This is
you got home cooking there on the Vendozer.
Well,
I love the guy.
and you know, and just his improvement from last week and being in on a lot of plays on defense.
What, buddy? Can you give us some stats on Nate? 2:12 left in this one. 38-14 your score. 4th down and
a bunch.
13. For Nate?
What was it?
2 touchdowns? All right, we may have to give a tie then.
2 touchdowns and how many yards?
34 yards rushing. I thought it was higher than that.
34.
We're gonna have to give it a tie. Co-players of the game.
I don't know how you can give it to someone with 34 yards.
We had receiving yards though.
What
Wow.
was that?
What are our total yards? Not that I want to steal y'all's thunder for the post-game show, but so 150, 160 yards total offense.
Yeah.
There's our problem.
So you got to give it to the. Well,
we'll rock paper scissors it, or we'll do it.
Listen, he was the special teams player of the game. We'll call him. We'll just say that.
Yeah, he did have the fake punt that resulted in the next Nate Palmer touchdown
and the fumble recovery.
Yeah. All right, you got me convinced. You got me. You should be a lawyer.
Well, you talked yourself into it. I didn't have to do much.
Well, I thought Nate's stats would have been better than that.
So I used my lawyer skills with the power of suggestion.
I just think I remembered seeing how Nate, some of the plays that he made were very dynamic.
Oh, I don't question that. I mean, his plays were dynamic, but.
So, is it official? Can we announce it?
I think so.
All right.
I think we've already announced it.
The player of the game brought to you by the Shop in Decatur is the one and only Vindozer, Wyatt Vinzant, number 32. Plenty more games ahead for Nate to be the player of the game, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. And he will be.
Under a minute and a half left on 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. They'll hand it off. Running back Met pushed out of bounds.
They're going to keep the clock going here.
Oh, well, he ran out of bounds.
It was number 19 that hit.
Sam Cannon, nice tackle. But the clock does continue to run. Does it not stop when they go out of bounds anymore?
I think if they in forward progress will
not
stop.
if he's going forward.
Yeah. Not that anyone cares.
That would have been a little mercy.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it personally. So coming up on your post-game show, be brought to you by Zimmer Kubota. We'll try to get an interview with Coach Huff to talk about this ball game on 3rd and 3. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be stopped short of the first down, but that's probably going to be the last play of the game. And that will do it. Should. Yep, and the players will.
I'm going to try to get to Coach Huff early,
Yeah,
guys.
see if you can get to him. We'll take a quick break right now because I don't think they're going to run another play. The offense has already come to the field, and they're lining up here on the Riders sideline. So that'll be the end of this one. 38-14, your final score. We'll be back with your Zimmer Kubota post-game show and an interview with Coach Huff right after this.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. It's Decatur Eagle football presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation as this one comes to an end in a bad way for the Eagles. Final score 38-14 on your James Wood scoreboard. Ryder with the lead. As we start our Zimmer Kubota postgame show, Sam's going to try to find Coach Huff real quick here as he shakes hands with the Ryder coaches. I know it's, Sam, it's kind of awkward. I'm glad it's you and not me. Maybe you can say, Coach, can we just get this out of the way early? He's walking up to him right now, and he's good to go.
Coach Huff, can you just speak on team maturity real quick? Team maturity going forward here.
Team maturity.
Team maturity, we've got a bunch of youngsters that are coming into form, and how are we going to go forward with it?
We've got a ways to go. I mean, that was a really, really good ball game that we let go, and you can't do those things. I mean, we can't have those big penalties, can't have those situations we got into. But again, I thought I did a terrible job coaching tonight. I didn't put the kids in position to be successful when we needed it the most. So we'll go back to work. They're going to be fine. They're a resilient group. Good thing is they're playing good people, and so we're only going to get better from playing good people, because this is a good football team we played tonight. They're going to win a lot of ball games this year. So we'll move on. Come in tomorrow morning, look at it, and take a little rest over the weekend and get back busy.
Thank you, Coach Huff.
All right, thank you, Sam. As the Eagles stand over on their sideline and for the school song, as you know, that's a good head coach that, regardless of what actually happened on the field, he took responsibility himself. He can't play the game, but he did the right thing there as a leader.
But you can know that if they'd won the game, it'd have been all about those kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
See, these youngsters, I think you got to learn how to lose. That's what I was kind of alluding to when I said team maturity. These guys, they had a successful year last year, so we know what winning feels like, and we need to figure out how to battle back from adversity like this.
Yeah, because, I guess the Stephenville game last year was kind of a defeat that felt a little bit like this one.
Right, yeah.
So
one of those you thought you could be in it, and at times you look good. That's like the first drive of both halves. They went down and scored and then took the lead. I mean, they were up 14-10 at the first part of the third quarter, and Ryder just came right back, scored a touchdown, and it was kind of on for Ryder from then on both sides of the ball.
Well, the Eagles lose this one 38-14. Next week, we'll be at home with Stephenville. The Yellow Jackets coming to Eagle Stadium. They were in Everman tonight. I'll check that score. Let's take a real quick break. We'll continue on with your Zimmer Kubota post-game show, and Buddy's going to pinch hit in here and do some stats for the ball game and maybe get some scores around the area, and we'll be right back after this.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
My name is Chris Hurst, and I'm the lead pastor at Grace Fellowship, and I would love for you to join us this Sunday. We have services at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 each week, and our services are compelling, casual, and relaxed. So come as you are and expect to feel welcome. For children and students, we have engaging services that are designed to help them know God in a personal way. We want to help people experience God in the same way that we have. For more information, find us online at gf.church. Hope to see you this Sunday. Go Eagles!
Welcome to the Zimmer Kubota postgame show here at Memorial Stadium in Wichita Falls, Texas. Your Decatur Eagles losing tonight 38-14, and kind of a heartbreaking game. Again, I thought we could be in it after that first drive. Decatur looked really crisp in both the first drives of both halves. But the size and speed of the Wichita Falls Raiders kind of took over this game. Buddy, what do you got for us?
Well, total rushing for Decatur, total yards for Decatur for the full game, 175 total yards. Ryder,
that's normally a half rushing.
Yeah, that's a half rushing. And Ryder, total offense was 323 yards. Decatur was 17 of 24 for 78 yards passing. And Ryder was 9 of 12 for 144. Rushing Decatur was 30 rushes for 97 yards, and Ryder 36 for 179. That kind of tells the story. I think the second half, we came out and had a great drive and went down and took it to them. Then they came back and basically drove the ball on us and scored, and then they got the ball back quickly, and that's when they went to the deep pass, and then the onslaught began.
Yep.
Our guys played a valiant game. I mean, they were sticking into all the way to the end. The Vendozer had a great game on special teams, as well as, with that fake punt, incredible play, good play call. Rylan Cavazos had a good defensive game first half. They didn't really throw much in the second half, other than that one long bomb there after they first scored.
They had the two.
Yeah, oh, that's right, the two. So, our secondary looked good most of the night. The problem is, when you get hit as many times as these kids got hit tonight by some big bodies, it wears you out. You get exhausted. Now, our kids are in great shape, don't get me wrong. But
just like a boxer taking body blows.
That's it. The more body blows you take, the worse it is. As far as Nate's concerned tonight for the game, 15 rushes for 63 yards and 3 receptions for 33 yards. Pardon me, 6 receptions, 33 yards. They held him in check pretty much most of the night.
With their speed.
They are very quick, number one. Number two, you put those big bodies on top of everybody, and you can't get past them.
Yeah, wearing down the offensive line, plugging gaps. Couldn't get to the outside because of the speed of the secondary.
Correct. He had his chances or opportunities, but the secondary closed in so fast that he couldn't get out of the area they needed to be in. Mm-hmm. So, it's tough. Now, let's talk about this again like we talked about last week. 0-3 last year to start the season, state semifinalists. I'll take it. We want them to win, I know. And they can win next week. They can beat a good Stephenville team. I don't see a problem with that. But it really starts to count when we get in that district play.
That's right.
And then once we get in district play, like I said, we were 0-3 and we reeled off 11 straight victories before we saw the L again. 11 straight wins.
As the eventual state champion.
The eventual state champion. I mean, that's good for business, as they say.
Yeah.
So I think that
I'm not discouraged.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah.
I'm positive as can be. You know me. I'm as positive.
You're probably the most positive one in here.
I'm as positive.
Maybe in the stadium.
That's it. I'm as positive as the red side of a battery. So it's going to be a good season for these guys. Now, something we can talk about that we've been pretty lucky with so far. Really don't have anybody banged up.
Yep.
We're all tight. We're all in good shape. These kids have worked hard over the summer to get themselves into the kind of shape that they're in, so they can get away with some of these things. But tonight, I think the tail of the tape was Mo. When they threw that long touchdown pass, the second scoring drive, momentum jumped on Ryder's side.
Definitely.
And left us to rot in the dust.
Well, and another thing that kind of broke some momentum was a few penalties.
Sure.
That we had the 92-yard run in the first half that broke the penalty. We were driving the ball down, get a holding call down here on the in the red zone, and that resulted in a four down turnover.
Sure.
And so again, penalties I don't know that penalties cost us the game like they may have last week, but the penalties will wear you down and break the big Mo, as you say.
And did you notice that as we wore down and as we got a little more, I'm not going to use the word exhausted, but as we got a little more spent, the penalties became more and more.
Yeah, you get behind people, you start holding.
Correct.
You start just trying to do your job best you can.
Sure.
Sometimes that's just how it works. But
these guys did a good job. I mean, it's a tough loss. We'll lick our wounds and we'll come back again next week at home for our first home game of the season. Yep. Against the Stephenville Yellow Jackets.
Yep.
And I think we'll be fine. I'd like to see us surprise Stephenville, if you will, because we were still up until tonight, 7-6. We were number 7. They were number 6. Okay, that's supposed to be a game that is one of the Metroplex games of the week.
Yeah, I think there's going to be either WFAA or Bally's going to be out.
WFAA Plus.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they'll be out. Our friend. Mike Leslie will be out there calling the game.
Okay.
So I look forward to next week, and I look forward to each week afterwards, because these guys are going to do nothing but get better and better as they go.
Yep.
And once again, we reeled off 11 victories last year in a row. I see it. I feel it coming this year. I feel it.
Well, speaking of some of those 11 victories, let's look at the what's happened in our district. Burke Burnett, well, my dang thing hadn't updated.
It's that great app.
The great app is not updated.
Well, I'll give you this one right quick because I've got some insight into the game. Right now, end of 3, Bowie 9, Bowie 16, Bridgeport 2.
Okay.
Defensive standoff.
So, I've got Wichita Falls Coyotes losing to Hereford at 21-12. Let me get down to our district. Here we are. Burke Burnett losing to Crum at halftime, 8-3. Got Springtown getting again. They're getting hammered by Graham, 36-8 now in the fourth quarter. And then Mineral Wells it shows to be in the second, 22-0, but it just hadn't updated. I'm not sure what that score is yet. But Mineral Wells, the only team in our district winning a game. But anyway, that's what's happening in your neck of the woods. So we're gonna finish it up here and get ready to drive back to Decatur and maybe talk to Pat about the game and get ready for next week and get ready for Stephenville and decide where we're going to be, either on the roof or in the booth next week.
On the roof or in the booth. That's great.
So,
I love it. Come on up to the rooftop, guys. I have a great time up there. Jacob and I are up there.
We probably
at
will,
home, and it's a lot of fun.
We probably will allow the guests to have our booth. So
yeah. And the sunset up there is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah,
just to let you know.
Yeah.
It's great.
Maybe we get a surprise cold front.
There you go. It'd be great.
Well, buddy,
thanks, Charlie. I appreciate it.
For you, buddy, Kirkland, I'm Charlie Tibbles, Pat Wadlington, Anthony on camera, and Sam on the sidelines. Sideline Sam.
Jacob is my spotter.
Jacob here. He's helping you with spots. So, Eagle Fight
never dies.
See y'all next week.